TJ and Rain, good morning. From first. I know. Probably should have been playback, but trying to get YouTube involved as well, so it's okay. It is okay. We play some real music. I can't get with this. I ain't gonna lie.
Now connected to Everald iPhone.
Yeah, I agree. I actually agree. I just need everybody else to see the vision. Everybody don't see the vision, but things like that take time. Things like that take time. That's all. It's gonna get there though. It's gonna get there for sure. It's gonna get there. Don't keep me wait. Don't keep me wait. Chris, what's the word? Be young. What's the word? Appreciate y'all being in here. Justin, what's the word? Appreciate you being in here, bro. Real shit. Letter. Letter. It's already daytime on your side. It's already daytime on your side. Inside of the world. I wish I had more time. We ain't gonna do it. You about to transition into teaching. Hell. Oh, I'm only playing one more song after this twin. I already got it in the queue. Oh, disagree. You're not trying to come off nothing, neighbor. It's the last song right here. You're not trying to come off nothing, neighbor. You want me to send neighbors and you don't want to come off nothing. I just got a trade request sent to my phone. Niggas really be trying to send, man. Shout out to the niggas that be trying to get over people. Shout out to the people that be trying to get over on people, man. Real shit. But I was going with this. Oh, my stadium. Oh, that should have leaked gave it to George Dick. Oh, my bad. Hey. Oh, T. Higgins better than George Dick. Yeah. Now George Pickens is better than T. Higgins. I got it. I got it. I got it. Got it. You got it. George Pickens is not better than T. Higgins. I wonder how many people will say that. Oh, my head on. All right, that is three songs max. Really want to be at two for real. Cause I got edited all out at the end. After this ends, but and my glasses are looking all crooked. Good morning, everybody. Somebody that's in here, man. Welcome back to another daily fact and stat show. Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Sunday as well, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Did my first Sunday show in like 8 months, something like that. When football season returned this past weekend, it was a good weekend, bro. It was a good opening night. I enjoyed it. I think a lot of games went well for week one. I think it was a lot of good entertainment. Not too many surprises, personally for me. But we're gonna dive into what took place this week one. We're gonna do our first power rankings as well. Post week one. Talk about AFC, NFC player of the weeks, and then talk about the Justin 49ers game. I did not see Shaggy in there. Talk about the Justin 49ers game. So before we get into it, as y'all can see in the chat or probably the pinned message, anybody that wants to come on the stage, there's a link right there for you to join the stage. That is an open invitation to anybody, especially when we get to the power ranking segment of the show. Obviously, if it was playback, I'd probably be a little bit more people in here at the moment, but I am just trying to grow on multiple platforms instead of staying stuck on one platform. So you'll see multiple times with me being live on YouTube and YouTube only, or not YouTube only, but not playback. So the YouTube is to be Twitter broadcast, and it was to be my personal Twitch account. Good win, Joe. Shout out. Black, what's good? Byron, are you in here? Byron, if y'all don't know, today is Byron's birthday. Make sure y'all show Byron some love if you pop in here, or even on the timeline. I don't know if he's in here. He's typically in here on time. But I don't know if he in here. But yeah, either way, typically you're on time with Byron. Do pop in. Happy birthday to Byron. If not, I'll send my love and share my love to him toward the timeline. To start the show though, it's already floating on the bottom of the screen, man. It's already floating on the bottom of the screen. If you are not subscribed to Fact and Stats on playback, or YouTube, we're live right here on YouTube. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. If you know any football fans, tell them about Fact and Stats. Tell them what's going on. Open invitation. Hey, I know a sports platform where anybody can come on the stage and talk. Everyone's voice is heard. Letting Dame know we on YouTube. Anyone's voice is heard, and anyone can express their thoughts on whatever the topic is. That's what Fact Stats is about. So make sure I like, comment, subscribe to the platform. If you already subscribed to Fact and Stats on YouTube, make sure you all hit that like button on the video. I'm pretty sure somebody that's new will pop in and see it. So spam that like button or hit that subscribe button if you don't subscribe already. Outside of that, the show is typically live on playback. That is playback.tv/Fact and Stats. For anybody that may replay this, I'm introducing you all to what playback is. You can find a direct link in the description or the caption on this video. Again, it's playback.tv/Fact and Stats. It's a platform very similar to YouTube. Allows me to host a show on there. Allow me to have my camera on like I have now. Have a live chat room on there like we have on YouTube as well. The main difference is that we watch live NBA, NFL, or WNBA games there on a game-to-game basis. So with that being said, I did not do the show in there today because I know we're still going to be in there later on watching WNBA. Could have a good game or two today. Starting off with the Lynx versus the Dream. That is followed 30 minutes later with the Liberty and the Wings. And then the last game of the night, I think it's the Sun and the Sparks. So we have 3 games to watch today. That will be live in the Fact and Stats playback room at 7:30 Eastern time. 7:30 Eastern time. The chosen one. Good morning, bro. 7:30 Eastern time. Again, it's 7:30 Eastern time. WNBA watch party for about 3, 4, 5 hours, 6 hours. So make sure I join the room for that. Outside of that, the show is live some days on playback. Like most likely tomorrow or Thursday, you'll see the show live on playback. So make sure y'all join the playback room for that as well. Hopefully they put the Thursday night football game in the queue so we can watch that Thursday night football game together and playback as well. The playback room was popping yesterday. Phenomenal show yesterday. 90 plus people was tapped in for the watch party on football game. We had 20 plus people on the stage the whole damn time. We maintained viewers, so I think that was super duper important. And that was a blessing, honestly. And hopefully one day YouTube can get to that point. This is another platform that I'm attacking full force. We're trying to attack full force. We'll see how the growth goes from here. Justin, what's the word? Yeah, man, I got y'all showing love to Byron. I don't even think he even in here. I think Byron got lit last night, man. I think Byron got lit last night. I don't think Byron in here. I think he got lit last night. But here or there, whenever he pop in, I'm sure he'll pop in. So that's playback. Told you about like, comment, and subscribing to the platform. Who sold your parlay? This is a quick segment. Y'all can type it in the chat. I personally didn't gamble yesterday. But y'all can type anything in the chat. Y'all can say anything on stage. I don't know if Shaggy or Joe gambled yesterday. Did either one of y'all gamble? Okay, I don't know where them two fellas at.
Yeah, I gambled yesterday and I lost because Ayuk was the only receiver without cracking over 30 yards. But yeah, we moved.
How many yards he finished with?
He finished the game with 28. But then again, he had two drops: the one in the touchdown and the one he could have caught when he was 1-on-1 with Wilson.
Garrett Wilson, Soldier Parlay, Justin, and then Joe. I heard from you just now. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into the show. Quicker to start, quicker I get a maneuver and get around. Like I said, when I'm on YouTube, I feel like I get straight to it. Sometimes I'll play back it straight to it. Sometimes it's laughs and giggles, which I don't ever mind. But I do want some things I want to attend to today. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right to you, Joe. Maybe Dane popping in here, maybe he don't. But last night, to everybody that's in here, 49ers defeated the Jets 32-19. Aaron Rodgers' first game back since missing all of last year, pretty much. With that Achilles injury that he had sustained last opening game, I would say. It looked like they were going to be on to a good start. I'm going to put that box score up real quick for y'all to see. And then I'm going to allow Joe, actually, I'm really just going to kick it off with Joe, talking about this one. Then after Joe, then I would do some chime in myself. And if Goods pop in here, Goods pop in here. If Dane pop in, Dane pop in. Oh, Goods type in the chat. 32-19, Joe. Like, what stood out for you in this game? What was you most impressed with? What were you disappointed with as far as your team? And then I'll follow up with some things after that.
So what was I most impressed with, and what was the other question?
Most disappointed with your team, most impressed and disappointed with your team, and talk about the game overall, like anything you want to point out. Say.
I think the most impressive thing for me was the offensive line. Obviously, having a rookie out there and being able to push forward and create angles where Jordan was able to make that one cut and just go through the holes was probably the most impressive part for me. We hadn't had an offensive line that has had continuity like that in a while. I think McKivitz had a good showing. I think Trent had allowed no pressure for the first time in like 2 years or some shit like that. So I think that was like the most takeaway for me from the game. What I didn't like is how we settled for 3 and didn't go for 6. I feel like we could have put 40 up. I feel like we had a B- game, even though our defense got 2 turnovers. I just feel like we left a lot of points on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, I've already known that Jordan is like that. Like, he's a really elite back. I try to tell people all the time when I speak about him. Like he's an elite back because of he's an elite back in the sense of what he does for us in our running scheme. Just what Kyle asked for him, how in terms of running through the holes and just being able to be that running back to have that wear and tear at a consistency. Like, it's a lot asking for a guy to carry the ball 20, 30 times. This was actually, I think, the most times any running back has had the most reps under Kyle. But I know his dad used to be a guy that used to like to run the ball a lot and be aggressive. That's why we teach like a lot of technique and a lot of like you gotta block after the catch type shit. So that's why we're such a yak team. But I think he had an impressive night. Like two years ago, you could see if you look at his preseason games, you could see the growth of him just having that down vision, like what's the word I'm looking for? Like down vision, like attack, like knowing when to like, okay, if I'm going through here, it's gonna be clogged up. Now I gotta go through the other side type shit. You feel me? So, I mean, pretty impressive game. 1-0, 0-0, really, because every week is 1-0, and back to where we ultimately fell short last year at, bro.
You want to respond to that message right there first? I sort of kind of said it, but I didn't want to overtalk you.
I guess, yeah, that doesn't make him elite. It's just a good fit, but it's like okay, I guess I'm misusing that word elite, so I take that for sure. But for what we ideally do, like, damn, like, bro, you're really an elite. Your talent, you're adding attributes to what you do. How your hands are gotten better over the last 2 years. Like, you really have become a great running back in our system. So for me, he has become elite for us, pretty much. So I'm gonna just keep it at that.
Okay. Um, I didn't. I want to circle because a lot of people. This is one of the things that we were talking about in playback. I didn't have an issue with the field goal. I think it was 26-13. You kick the field goal, they gotta score, get a 2-point conversion, stop, score, get a 2-point conversion. Versus if you try to go for the touchdown and you don't get the touchdown, then it's 26-13. They come back and score. 20-26. They get a stop again. They can take the lead. So I think kicking the field goal was the safer thing to do. At that moment. So I think that was actually a great decision. I could understand, or I could not understand. I could see why some may look. It's 4th and 1. Why not go for the points? I get it. I just think the field goal was the more safer thing to do in that situation.
Wait, sorry to cut you off. But in the sense that situation, I understand the 4-1. But I just feel like overall, like, we got a couple penalties that every game you kind of saw starting off this weekend. The miscommunication, offensive lines, offensive play lining offsides, and that was pretty much called. So I feel like we left points up on the board because of little things like that we did, and also just because of certain plays that I thought, like, okay, I thought we were going for a run instead of a pass this play or whatever. And also those 2 drops, man, like, Purdy ended the game with like 230. I think it was like 230 something. 230 or 232, and had no touchdowns. But he easily could have finished the game with more, or whatever the case may be. I don't know how many yards he had in total. I have to double check.
Now connected to Emerald iPhone.
He had like 270, 280, and like a touchdown pass if I didn't drop that at the end zone, bro.
Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, overall, I think I was impressed with, obviously, the way you guys contained the run. I think the Jets had a mindset or a strategy to not have A-Rod drop back too many times to start the game. So they made a point of emphasis to run on first down, second down, even third down with Brees Hall, which led to him having 16 carries for 54 yards. You guys are pretty good at containing him. We broke off with one long run of 16 yards. Other than that, he was in check the whole entire night. A-Rod, man, I mean, training camp, practicing, joint practices, whatever, is way different than regular games, going up and down the field for 60 minutes. I think he had a lot of worries, some in his head. I think he was nervous. I think he was scared. I think he was trying to make himself comfortable. Similar to Kirk Cousins. What's the way they approach game one? We put it like that. Their pass catching. I mean, I don't know, man. That's gonna be something to watch this year because obviously Mike Williams is limited because of that season and the injury that he came off last year. He is 100% healthy right now, supposedly. So he's been limited. Didn't really see much of him, if any of him at all, yesterday. Only time I saw him when he was standing on the sideline.
He only played 4 snaps.
Yeah, so there we go, 4 snaps. You didn't see much of him at all yesterday. But rolling with Lazard and Garrett as your 2 primary pass catchers, with Tyler as your tight end. I mean, obviously, Brees is going to catch out the backfield as well. That's going to be something to watch yesterday. Sauce got banged up, came back into the game. But other than that, man, it was all around a 49ers game. So I don't really have nothing bad to say. It was a 49ers game. Jordan Mason controlled the game on the ground, 28 carries, 147 yards, average 5 yards per carry. Obviously, you had some drops, but you guys used Debo all around the field. Even Cal had 2 catches. George Kittle had 4 catches. So Juwan Jennings had 5 catches, 64 yards. All around good 49ers game. I personally think y'all are going to ease McCaffrey back in. I don't think it's going to be a rush on McCaffrey to play this year. I think you guys' primary focus is him being healthy for the playoffs. So me personally, Me being me, I love fantasy football. I went and I grabbed Jordan Mason like 4 or 5 days ago. I expected him to start yesterday. I was trying to get this to West Head, and West kept on, no, CMC, something he's good. CMC, as of yesterday, is probably not playing week 2. Me personally, I don't think he played week 3 either. Last year, he was getting heavily utilized because he was chasing history, chasing records, whatever the case may be. That's not the case now for as far as the touchdowns. That's not the case now. So obviously, to me, the primary focus is going to be his health being the biggest thing in December, January, and ultimately if they make it February. So I'm not going to say they're going to be a 50-50 split when he do return, but I do think you'll see like a 70-30, 60-40 type of thing with Jordan still being featured or utilized in the offense and CMC not being ran into the ground like he was last year or similar seasons on whether the 49ers or the Carolina team. So that's my quick thoughts on it. Anybody else got any thoughts on this 49ers and Jets game last night?
Yeah, not impressed. Not impressed, not one bit. Not impressed, not one bit. The Jets are the Jets. Nothing's going to change. I told people I had questions about the secondary. Oh, well, they're a good secondary group. Mr. Wakefield, they're a good secondary group. They play together well. Barbecue fucking chicken out there last night. Tony Adams, barbecue fucking chicken. I don't know the other fucking safety name. Then the coaching. Why are you lying?
They are a good secondary.
Tony Adams, your safety up on Brandon Ayuk on third down. Happy birthday, my man Byron, man. Byron in the chat. Happy birthday to my man Byron.
Yeah, we were telling you happy birthday, Brody. You wasn't here, man. I thought you'd be here on time, man. You be here, Brody.
Happy birthday to my dog Byron, man.
Happy birthday, Byron.
Like, stop telling me about these all-pro cornerbacks because guys sit on one side of the field and play a bunch of fucking zone all day. I respect gangsters. What happened to the NFL when we can look forward to these marquee matchups when these cornerbacks are matching up with the DBs and we know they're going to go at it all fucking game? I don't get that with Sauce Gardner. I don't think I ever got that in his fucking NFL career. But y'all niggas voted him for 2 All-Pros because he sit on one side of the field. Man, go the fuck here with that bullshit, man. Go ahead with that bullshit. I don't like it. The Jets coaching was fucking piss poor last night. Linebacker played piss poor. C.J. Mosley was on the ground more than anybody on the fucking Jets defense last night. Why the fuck was he on the ground the whole night? D-line, bully ball, the whole fucking night. Getting bullied. Secondary couldn't tackle to save their goddamn life. Man, they got embarrassed, man. They got embarrassed. I couldn't even get a nice hate watch off on Brock Purdy last night because he's fucking bombs.
Well, at least you got around to the real issue.
Like, the coaching was dead terrible. Linebacker play was fucking horrendous. D-line got fucking bullied. Like, man, I don't know, man. I'm not a Jets guy. They're the same fucking Jets to me. That's just me, though.
All right, well, now that's over.
Mr. All-Pro. Mr. Back-to-back All-Pro. Yeah, nigga, who you sitting on one side of the field all game. That shit not impressive. I don't respect that. I respect real DBs who want to match up. You letting Tony Adams guard Brandon Ayuk on third and long. You're a clown. You're a clown. And y'all was in man coverage when that happened. You're a clown.
You think he's done?
Is that dinosaur Aaron Rodgers?
I'm done, D-Mac. Go ahead, man.
Okay.
That thing is cooked.
I thought that the game kind of went as expected, but I was a little bit disappointed, specifically in the defensive line of the Jets, because I thought the secondary was fine. Jennings got a few passes, but other than that, they limited Ayuk. Debo had some underneath stuff that he turned into Yak. It wasn't that big of a deal, in my opinion. He only caught like half of his targets. So the defensive line for the Jets was a letdown, and I would say the front seven as well, because their linebackers got climbed up on. Shout out to Dominic Pooty, a guy that I really like coming out of Kansas, played very well for the 49ers. I got to give the 49ers credit. They came in with a game plan of how to run the football with Jordan Mason, and they were able to dominate on the ground. And obviously they were preparing for that, as Jordan Mason alluded to as early as Friday as that was going to happen. But they certainly took advantage of it. And so I thought it was going to be a little bit lower scoring game because I thought the Jets' physicality was going to shine through, but they didn't. And that's going to be on Robert Saleh. Eventually this team is going to go pretty much as far as the defense is going to go, because the offense can be competent, but it can't be special. It's not going to happen with 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers. It's not going to happen when you have one viable target and Breece Hall out of the backfield. That's not a recipe for a really good offense. So ultimately speaking, this defense has to be elite, and not going to be if you're soft in the front seven. So they got to get better at that. And again, this is as difficult a matchup as you can ask for as far as to start out, because San Francisco 49ers have been an excellent offense. even without Christian McCaffrey, because their run game is plug and play with different running backs that we saw with Jason, with Morris Mason. So I thought that it would have been a little bit lower scoring game on the San Francisco 49ers side, but you got to tip their cap to being able to get their run game going. Purdy made the throws that he needed to. And that was, really the story of the game. I thought Rodgers kind of looked as expected. He was rusty in some respects, nothing special, but I thought that he was, fine from a quarterback perspective. And I don't think that he's going to be, a top 10, top 8 type of guy. I think that he's going to stay around the fine to good range. And versus worse defenses, because the 49ers are a good defense, it'll look a little bit better as well. So I'm interested to see just how their offense kind of progresses from there, and if the Jets' physicality in the front seven kind of comes back from that aspect. But other than that, nothing really too surprising from this game, honestly. I had the 49ers winning, and obviously Christian McCaffrey being out, you would make you maybe come off of that, but I still thought they were going to be able to run the ball effectively, and they did even better than I expected. So.
Yep, well said. I think that's pretty much the perfect sum.
D-Mac, why draft Braylon Allen if you're not going to use him in those short yardage situations? Brees Hall is a hell of a running back, but those short yards, like when specifically the one when what's my man name? What's your boy name, Ed? Wide receiver, fuck.
Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, when he fucking stepped out of bounds. What they ran? Garrett Brees Hall 2 times after that. They try to get the first down. Like, come on, man. Get the ball to the tank. The guy's a fucking tank, literally.
You mean in the second half?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could have used him there, but I don't know. He's a backup running back. They're going to stick with Brees Hall, primarily.
Yo, D-Mac, you think with the play caller that they have, because we already saw him as a head coach in Denver, like, you think that's moving people, because that offense yesterday was not looking like nothing, bro, honestly.
No, that's also a limiting factor in why I think their offense can only be competent. They have a mediocre play caller at best, if you want to put it that way, and their offense is going to be ran through the quarterback and what he sees on a consistent basis, and that can be viable, but it limits the to somebody that's looking at it from a sideline view and really stringing plays together, rather than somebody that's going through the no-huddle situation to be able to take advantage of the defense. You'd ideally want those things to be working in concert, and one to elevate the other, not one to kind of operate in covering up the other.
Okay. I don't know where Dame at. I think he's probably working.
And yes, Goods, they will score more than 19 points versus worse defenses. Yes, that is true. I don't think that they're going to be.
And good, that don't change from what D-Mac said, though. As far as
that changes nothing. The offense
that doesn't change.
It doesn't change that they have a mediocre play call. It doesn't change that they have a limited quarterback, especially from a movement standpoint.
Do you have
limited?
They're going to struggle to score against the Titans next week. Why?
Do you think they need like another offensive weapon? Like, I feel like watching yesterday, they need another.
Yeah, I mean that would certainly help. I mean, anytime you're giving Allen Lazard 9 targets, it's not the best thing in the world. But again, this is also going to play back into the Aaron Rodgers controlling the entirety of the organization. Is he going to trust if you go out and get somebody? Now, obviously, if it's Devontae Adams, he trusts Devontae Adams. But if you go out and get somebody else that could possibly be on the market, I don't know who it would be. But that also has to be taken into consideration too.
Yeah, I think they paid this guy.
Think that Nathaniel Hackett, him wanting him was a good thing, but again, they're stuck with Rodgers, so they're going to give him whatever he wants to.
So after last night, you think that they're gonna pay this guy? Like,
pay who
to stop the run?
Pay who?
Oh, Hassan. Hassan isn't there to stop the run, though.
Yeah, he's not a run stopper. That's not what he do.
Yeah, and again, I think that their front seven probably just looks better versus a team that isn't as elite at the run as the 49ers.
So why they don't want to pay him? Because he's old already?
Look, I don't know. I don't know why the fuck they traded for him in the first place and got rid of Bryce Huff and John Franklin Myers. You should have just kept both of those.
Exactly. He's asking for the same price. That's all that is. His price right now, he's asking for the same price.
But Hassan isn't there to stop the run. He's there to get up to the basket.
What is Hassan asking for, y'all saying?
I don't know what he's asking for.
Top notch money.
Okay. Yeah, man. Something to watch for the Jets this year, man. Like We'll see how. Who they got? Who they got game 2? Yeah, freaking
They got the Titans next. They got us
Titans,
next.
Patriots, Broncos, Vikings. I mean, yeah, their next 4 games is fairly soft for the most part. You will say. Obviously, Patriots.
That's the problem. That's the
They
problem.
played
Those
3
games,
games.
those games are not soft.
They're not looking at none of these games and saying, "Oh yeah, we should lose," or "We probably want to lose." They're not looking at them games, so therefore,
that's the problem. That's the problem.
Patriots game, they could lose that.
They're not that fucking good.
Yeah, I'm not saying they cannot.
That
They're going to win every game.
Titans defense is going to be one of the best defenses in the league.
Joe. I just think
that Titans defense is going to be one of the best defenses in the league this year.
Okay, that's fair, bro. I think the Jets should win this game. They should win this game. They should win this game.
They should win what game?
They should win all 4 of these games. But that's what I mean by soft.
You're delusional. You're delusional.
Are they going to win all 4? Most likely not.
They
should win. They should win.
It's
not real. It's not realistic. They'll be okay. Let me make it better for you. They'll be favored to win every single game. Okay, is that better for you? They'll be favored to win every single game.
In the playoffs,
that means nothing to me.
For those games.
Okay, that's cool.
That means nothing to me.
That's cool.
They're not that good for me. Oh, they should beat the Titans. No, the fuck they should not. It's a 50-50 game.
Yeah, I think that's fair. But if they want to be in the playoffs, they should win. They should
yeah,
win.
They should. They want to be in playoffs, and they should win those games. But no, they're not that yet, bro. They're not that.
I said if they want
that's your. Again, this is your opinion.
That's a lot of people's opinions.
Well,
we're not.
They're going to be favored in all 4 games.
You were high on the Jets coming into the season. You're the Jets guy, Ed. That's you. You're the Jets guy.
I picked the Bills to win the division.
I'm talking to Ed right now.
Like I said, all 4 games they'll be favored to win. So therefore, to me,
do you want to bet they don't win all 4 games?
Well, they're not going to win all 4 games. But what game do you want to bet? You want to bet on the Titans game right now? Let's bet.
Do you want to bet?
How much you want to bet on the Titans game? Let's bet on the Titans game. How much?
Do you want to bet they don't go 3-1?
See, like this nigga don't. Which game you think they? Which game you think they going to lose?
Your ass, nigga. You
which game do you think they going to lose?
You was one of the main guys overrating the Jets, nigga.
Which game do you think they going to lose?
You was one of those main guys overrating the Jets.
You be doing too much pump faking,
Shaggy. If you don't think that they should win the game, why don't you bet on it?
Like, which game do you think they're not going to win? I will bet. Which game do you think they're not going to win?
D-Mac should win the Titans game. Why don't you bet?
D-Mac. Listen, I'm not no fucking idiot. What the fuck I like put my money on Will Levis? Did you see Will Levis week 1?
I agree. So but shouldn't the Jets then win the game?
Exactly. What the fuck?
No, because D-Mac, because of the Titans defense, they can limit their fucking offense.
So then you believe in the Titans defense and you think they're going to win the game?
Talking about?
Exactly. You're playing both sides of the fence.
You're playing both sides of the fence.
D-Mac, I believe in the defense week 1, but I know fucking good enough to guarantee them no fucking wins.
I didn't guarantee the wins. What the fuck?
I said Will Levis not good enough to guarantee the Titans no wins, nigga. And that's a fact.
D-Mac, that makes sense though, gang.
Like, what are y'all fucking talking about?
You can have faith in the Titans defense. I wouldn't put my money on Will Levis.
Okay, then if you don't want to put your money on Will Levis, then saying the Jets should win that game if they expect to be in the playoffs is not a crazy thing to say.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, because the Jets are not that good.
I want to talk to
Lo. How you don't agree with that?
Why is that a crazy
thing? The Jets are not that good.
That shit crazy.
Hold up, D-Mac, stop, D-Mac.
I ain't never say I ain't agree with that.
Hold up, stop doing this shit, D-Mac. Stop making points for guys. Ed never said that playoff shit. That was your statement, not Ed's. I was talking to you.
That's not for me. That's his point, not my point.
Lo was the one that jumped off the microphone. That's why
I never piggyback on that point. That's his point, not mine. I never piggyback.
D-Mac, my statement was the Jets are not good enough to say they should win those 4 games. No, they should not. They're not that good.
That's your opinion. I never said. I simply said that schedule is soft.
Okay. Now D-Mac. What you can say to me, D-Mac, if he thinks they should win those games, why he not betting his money on it, D-Mac, on all 4?
He said he wanted to bet on the Titans.
No, he did not. I said bet all 4.
Why would I bet all 4 games?
Why the fuck would I bet on Will Levis?
Okay, let me make this easy. Watch this, D-Mac. Watch this, D-Mac. Hold on, Lo. Shaggy, let's bet 50 every single game. All 4 of them. Let's bet 50 right now, every single game.
Bet 100, let them go 4-0.
You see what I'm saying, Lo? Now you understand? Now you understand, Lo?
So you
I'm trying to side with this nigga, bro. He wants to bet on a 4-0 when we can bet 50 on every single game every week.
If you don't think that they're winning 2 out of those games, then then that ends up being a wash at miss.
Like, exactly. Like, come on, let's do it. You think
Nah, but
better?
nah. Come on, bro.
He's scary, bro. He's scary. He wants me. Look, why would I bet
I
on
agree
4-0?
it's a bad bet because they should win at least 3 of those games.
Why would I
But
bet
that's
on
still
4-0?
the
Look, why would I bet on
Best
4-0?
case scenario for Shaggy and that is more than likely 2-2. Like that's is him not getting nothing. Like the likelihood of them going 1-3 or 0-4. Like, come on, gang. Like that's just a bad bet, bro. Like Ed was more likely to win money in this scenario than Shaggy.
But him telling me bet they don't go 4-0 was not as a good bet.
No, that's not a good bet either, Nick. I never told you that was a good bet.
So make sure you announce
both
that
of y'all
too,
are just throwing out bad bets right now. Like on one side.
But so low, I made it easy for him. Pick any game out of this 4 you think they're not going to win, and I will bet you any game. And he don't want to pick. He don't pick one. He won't pick one. Just pick one. Any one you want.
No. If you said they should win all 4, bet on all 4. Bet $200 they don't sweep. That's simple.
You got it, bro.
Okay, shut the fuck up then. Shut up.
Shaggy, do you think you're beating them? Yes
Shut
or
up,
no?
nigga. Shut up.
Are the Patriots beating the Jets? Yes or no?
Shut up. Shut up.
Are the Patriots beating the Jets?
I'm not betting. I don't like the Patriots. I want them to lose. Why would I bet on a team I want to lose?
This nigga said I don't like the Patriots.
You cannot fucking bait me, nigga. You can't bait me, nigga.
Okay, now watch this. Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this, D-Mac. Watch this. And everybody that's in here, listen. Everybody that's in here.
Bet the 4-0.
Y'all on YouTube. Y'all can go back. Y'all can go back and listen.
All they gotta do for
I'll
me
wait
is
till you finish.
lose
Watch this, y'all. I'll wait till you finish.
I pushed back to hit him saying they should win all 4. They can easily go 3-1, and my point is proven.
Okay, now Shaq.
So bet the 4-0 sweep.
You just said bet they don't go 3-1.
4-0 sweep.
I bet 100 they go 3-1 right now. Bet 100 right now.
Bet the 4-0 sweep.
You just said bet. You just said bet on 3-1. I would bet 3-1 right now. You said that.
Bet the 4-0 sweep.
He's scary. He's scary.
That deal's off the table. You should have answered it.
How you saying shit? Don't want to bet.
That deal's off the table. You should have answered it.
I bet it is. You're scary. Come on.
That deal's off the table.
And that goes to anybody in the chat. If anybody think the Jets don't go 3-1,
that deal's off the table.
This shirt right here, I'll bet anybody in the chat. Anybody.
They should win all 4 games, right? Bet the 4-0 sweep.
It's too scary, bro. You scary, bro.
Bet the 4-0 sweep. They should win all 4, right?
You too scary, gang. I ain't gonna lie. You too scary, bro.
Bet the 4-0 sweep.
I like to gamble, bro.
Bet the 4-0 sweep. They should win all 4.
How to help you with that?
I like to gamble, bro.
Fuck, nigga.
Anybody got any other
comments? I'm on all y'all ass. Y'all niggas came here overrating the Jets all offseason. Y'all remember that
game system, Microsoft Windows PCs.
The 4 on the screen, Black Titans, Patriots, Broncos, Vikings. I'm looking at their schedule. I say, oh, for them, to me, this is rather soft. They're going to be favored in every single game, which they will be. They're already the favorites on the road against the Titans this week. Like, they're going to be favorites in every single game, which they should be, and he's pushing back saying, oh, they're not going to go 4-0. Nigga, I never said that. What the fuck?
But you said they should win all 4.
That does not mean they're going to go 4-0. How realistic is that?
Okay, and I never said they wasn't going to beat the Titans. You try to give me to bet the Titans game. I never said they was.
So which game? Which team do you think is more likely to win, Shaq?
4-0. I pushed back to the 4-0.
I brought the Titans because you spoke to the Titans first. Oh, the Titans defense is going to be one of the best defenses in the league.
Bet they don't go 4-0.
You spoke on the Titans first, not me.
Bet they don't go 4-0.
Pass might get him. Probably so. Black. He don't want to bet it though, so I can't bring that
up.
He won't bet it. Black.
They don't go 4-0.
I can't bring it up. He won't bet it. I like to gamble, bro. He said 3-1.
I said, oh, they're going to lose to the Titans. I said it's going to be a fucking 50-50 game. Those are my exact words.
I know. A 50-50 game if you're not
they still win all 4, so bet it. What is you talking about, nigga?
Any other comments on the 49ers and Jets game? B Young, what's good, by the way, too? He said going to be one of the best defenses in the league.
Y'all think
good? You said what, D-Mac?
Y'all think you're going to see Dame today?
I'm assuming he at work.
D-Mac, who cares? I said it last night. Oh, my God. We lost to one of the best teams in the league. That's all he's going to say. We lost to the 49ers.
Yeah, I'm assuming he at work. I gotta do these conferences and see the way this shit is annoying. Hold on. So we're gonna go ahead and jump to player of the weeks now. Hold on, you play My bad, y'all. You play where you end up. All right, we're gonna go ahead and jump to player of the weeks. Today's the power rankings. If you are in here, y'all got me joke. If you are in here, and do have your AFC or NFC player of the weeks, feel free to come to the stage, or also you can type it in the chat. If you are in here and you do have your player of the week, feel free to come to the stage, or you can type it in the chat. If you want to come to the stage, I'm gonna send that link one more time for y'all. I appreciate all 48 people that's in the chat right now. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. YouTube is another platform that I'm trying to grow on. So I definitely appreciate that support in that aspect. Hold on. Hold on, my bad. So everybody that's in here, y'all, if you don't subscribe to the platform, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to come to the stage, feel free to come to the stage. The link right there is in the chat, or it's probably pinned. If you already subscribed to Fact and Stats on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. And like the video. The video should probably have 20 to 30 likes. So we play back. Yeah, I mean, I understand that, bro. But that comment, when y'all say those comments, that shit really don't mean. What's the difference between playback chat and YouTube chat? It's no difference. Only difference is probably more people probably come to the stage. That do matter. But that's on y'all for choosing not to come to the stage. That means I'm dependent on y'all to come to the stage. I wouldn't want to be in a situation where I got to depend on anybody for anything. If anybody want to come to the stage, y'all still got the same leeway and ability to come to the stage. Playback is obviously a better platform that we all accustomed to and used to, similar to Spaces. It's the same thing. Things take time. I think majority of people grown to like playback over Spaces now. That comes to Fact and Stats. I think y'all like playback over Fact and Stats. I think I can do polls on here too, goods. I can do polls on here too. But yeah, I mean, either way, I'm not opposed to shifting to playback. I'm not opposed to shifting to playback, but if I stay right, if I continue to not neglect, I don't need to give y'all too much information. Either way, I appreciate everybody that's in here so far. Let me put it like that. Appreciate everybody that's in here so far. I'm trying to grind. I'm trying to build another platform, and things take time. Let me say that. And I understand that, and I respect that, and I appreciate. Fact, CG. I understand that, and I respect that, and I appreciate y'all for assisting me, or even wanting to help me build a platform, or even wanting to talk inside the platform. So that means a lot too. With that being said, though, you feel me, XO? I ain't gonna do that, but you feel me? I would definitely get to 1,000 quick if that was the case. No funny. Can we do both? Yeah, I always go live on YouTube and playback at the same time. But again, I don't need to get into extra information. But when I'm live on playback, people are going to stay on playback and not join YouTube. I think so. That'll get you
all pro cornerback. All pro cornerback. Don't match up with the best though.
This man is a troll. NFC, AFC.
Hey, no funny though. Like, did the numbers ever come? My bad, but the numbers ever come out on how many times Sauce Gardner lined up with IU?
Bro, it was like 3 to 4 times. 3 to 4.
I thought he was traveling this year.
That nigga ain't travel shit, man.
They told us. They told us he traveling.
They told me he was traveling, bro.
They told us he's the best cornerback in NFL because he shut down one side of the field. But
I don't know where that shit came
against
from.
2s and 3s, they don't respect real DBs no more.
Hey, I'm with you. That was crazy last night.
Yeah. Anyways, I didn't go on the defensive side of the ball, which is my fault. Honestly, slipped me. Better connection. Yeah, I agree. Shift. I didn't go on the defensive side of the ball, which is my fault. I did notate my offensive side though, as far as player of the weeks. I woke up a little early today, so I would playing the game a little bit this morning. My AFC player of the week, bro. I'm gonna put up his stats. I went with Josh Allen, AFC player of the week. Couldn't ignore what he did for his team. Again, if anybody else have one in the chat, feel free to type it in the chat. If you want to come to the stage, feel free to come to the stage. Couldn't ignore what he did for his team. Comeback victory for one. Comeback victory for one, and then he had 4 touchdowns in total. I think he had 9 carries for 39 yards, and then so 2 touchdowns on the ground, and then through the air, 18 for 23, 232 yards with 2 touchdown passes. So I was super duper impressed. The way he escaped the pocket, the way he threw on the run, the way he used his legs to make plays for his team and also wide receivers. He lands at my AFC Player of the Week. Again, I did not do defensive side. That is my fault. I'll probably think about defensive side if somebody else has one. In the meanwhile, I'll be thinking or looking. NFC Player of the Week for me, I'll look no further. New face, new place, a running back. Whenever you can make a debut on a new team and get 3 touchdowns, and not even just on the ground, also in the air, also one through the air. Saquon Barkley, he had 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 passing touchdown on a great catch and a great throw by Jalen Hurts. Saquon Barkley is my NFC Player of the Week. Again, I am supposed to have the defensive side, so that is my fault. I do not have a defensive side. I only prepped the offensive side, so that is my fault. NFL Pack Boy, what's good? Appreciate you popping in here. Whether you're on the stage, whether you're in the chat, does anybody have any NFC or AFC Player of the Weeks? Are we going to go ahead and jump to power rankings?
AFC offense. Give me Lamar Jackson. Give me Lamar Jackson. You
got any reasoning, game?
On the road,
My bad.
On the road, don't got a lot of weapons. Play calling wasn't that great. O-line played bad. And for him to even keep his team in that game, especially in the second half, put the team on his back. Yeah, cool. He missed the last throw of the game. Cool. Fuck it. He missed some throws. But, missing a couple throws don't overshadow your overall performance on the game. If he don't perform how he performed, it's a blowout. Chiefs win that game pretty comfortably. But him performing how he performed, doing his thing, made it a 1-score game. Came down to the final play of the game. Defense, give me TJ Watt.
Yeah, TJ.
Give me TJ Watt. The guy's a fucking animal. Everything, if you watch the game, everything he did in that game won't show up on the stat sheet. He had like 3 fumbles that got erased. They called them on a bogus call that he was offsides. He clearly timed that snap perfectly, forced the fumble, strip sack. He had like 3 strip sacks that got overturned. The guy's he's a beast. He's an animal. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Give me Derek Carr. I mean, yeah, it was against the Panthers. The guy was pretty goddamn impressive. I gotta shout him out now because I don't know when he's going on that again. He may not look like that again for a while.
Bro, what, bro?
Give me Derek Carr, man.
Bro, what did Derek do statistically? Hold on.
What did Derek do? Goddamn impressive.
You said it was pretty damn impressive. What did he do? 200 passing yards, 3 TDs, 19 for 23. Pretty impressive is the word.
Yeah, he was solid.
Pretty impressive.
No funny. He was better than Baker Mayfield.
I forgot about Baker.
No, that's a good name. No, he was not better than Baker. No.
Wow.
No, Baker was better. I think Baker had 4
but Josh Allen,
touchdowns.
oh my God. Josh Allen ran 2 touchdowns in. Oh my God.
Yes, ran 2 in and threw 2
He ran 2 touchdowns in. Oh my God. Okay.
Yes, Josh Allen definitely will deserve Player of the Week.
Now niggas can't shout out Derek Carr for throwing 3 touchdowns, only 4 incompletions. Efficient as fuck. Like, all right, I got it.
Yeah, super duper. Josh Allen was efficient too, though. Defense
in the NFC. Michael Parsons easily. Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons easily. Another one. Everything he do ain't gonna show up on the stat sheet. He get hold almost every play. He get held almost every play. If you watch the Browns game, you see who impacted that game. Yeah. You see. Clear as day, Michael Parsons. Those are mine. Easily.
Anybody else got?
Guys want me to bring up Baker Mayfield against the Commanders secondary. Okay.
Yeah, they is ass. Man, that's a good point.
NFC Micah and AK. Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead, Joe. My bad.
I was gonna say Baker and Fred for the NFC and for the AFC. I was gonna pick Lamar and TJ Watt.
Baker and Fred, and then Lamar and TJ Watt. Fred. What was Fred numbers yesterday?
He had 5 tackles and then 1 forced fumble. But he was just all over the field. Like even though he wouldn't be accredited for the tackle, he had a lot of like assisted tackles pretty much. He was jumping all over, bro. Sometimes I see him jumping, I'll be like, this dude think he in WWE and shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me Saquon for the NFC. I'll probably go with Micah because he only had 1 sack, but he had like 9 pressures, 6 quarterback hits. He should have had like 4 sacks. Nigga, Deshaun Watson slipped out of like 3 sacks. AFC. I was gonna go with Lamar too, Shaq, but he lost. So
what does that
Wait,
mean?
hold up.
That's not how that works.
So Lamar can be the AFC, but Derek can't be the NFC. Derek played better than Lamar.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Whoa.
What? Oh, nah.
No. I didn't say Lamar, but no. Lamar was better than Derek Carr. Lamar had 100 plus on the ground, and Lamar had like 270 through the air.
Lamar runs the ball, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, but he had a good overall game though. He led the charge. He led the pack. To me, yeah, overall, yes.
And when it mattered, what he do?
Oh, Isaiah likely told on the line.
Oh, that's what it was.
Isaiah likely told.
No, you did not.
That's
say
what it
that.
was.
No, you.
Isaiah likely told was on the line. What do you mean?
Okay.
It was on the line.
No,
It was on the
did not
line.
say that, bro.
I'm gonna say this: when the game was on the line for Josh Allen, he got it done.
That's my player of the week. That's my player of the week. I'm not mad.
No, but the fact that I'm just saying you had all this energy for Derek and not Baker. Nigga, had that same energy for Lamar and not Josh. But you ain't say nothing because that's your quarterback. I feel it. I get it.
No, I just disagree. I don't think Lamar Jackson's the player of the week. Yeah, I disagree, but I'm not gonna push back on every single body. I don't think Derek Carr. There's so many names you could have said on NFC offensively, and he comes up with Derek Carr.
I didn't say Derek Carr, by the way.
I'm talking about Shaggy, Jordan Mason. That's player of the week. That's a player of the week type of game. Saquon Barkley, Baker Mayfield. You know, if Mike Evans probably would have had 100 plus through the air.
Derek didn't have a bad game. Let's not.
Yeah.
He didn't have a spectacular. He didn't have like a oh my god like Baker Mayfield threw.
I really push back on Derek because he said the word impressive. Like, what would you impress with?
Yeah, that's bad. But how would you not, man? Y'all don't appreciate shit.
I don't think Derek Carr sucked though. So it's like I'm not getting.
Bro, y'all gotta understand. Shaggy only trying to give the Derek Carr, bro, because he said it himself. He don't know when the fuck Derek Carr gonna ever get.
No.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, true.
So he trying to give him recognition while he here.
Yeah, true. He did say that.
Yo, you'll tell me that.
I thought he had one more touchdown than this nigga.
You'll tell me Derek Carr wasn't impressive, but you'll tell me Cooper Kupp catching 5 yard out, 7 yard in, 7 yard out is impressive all fucking game. That's impressive all game.
Nah, I mean he showed
him running and turning. Oh my god, catch
Cooper Kupp in that
him
game.
Catching a screen on 3rd down and running for 8 yards is impressive. Like I don't like how y'all view the game of football.
He showed he can still be heavily utilized.
Impressive to you, but Derek Carr performance was not impressive.
He showed that he can still be heavily utilized, bro. That's
he's not doing nothing but running and turning around 5 yards.
He's shown that he can be heavily utilized.
Right? What the
fuck?
No.
Similar to Mike Thomas.
Mike Thomas. Is that what qualifies for like player of the week?
That's why he's not my player of the week. Yeah, Cooper Kupp wouldn't be my player of the week. Shout out to what he did yesterday. I mean Sunday, whenever it was. But he wouldn't be my player of the week because again, them short routes. That's not really, you know what I'm saying. But that shit, bro. Shaggy make it seem like that's just some easy thing. Like it's just like
nigga, it is. What you talking?
He just out there. No, it's a scheme. It's a scheme. Like it's not that easy, bro.
We seen Cooper Kupp come in and do the same shit as a rookie, but it's not that easy. Okay.
You said Puka.
Puka. We seen Puka come in and do the same shit as a rookie.
Again, that's my point. It's a scheme, okay. And also Puka's a good wide receiver.
That's why it's fucking easy because Sean McVay easy to fuck open.
Rookies come in and be good wide receivers.
It's a difference. Michael Thomas. It's a difference. Michael Thomas wasn't getting schemed open. Michael Thomas out there doing his thing, running his routes.
Shout out to Michael Thomas here, dog.
fuck is you talking about? Don't bring up Mike T. Mike T was actually playing like a gangster. He was doing his thing.
I brought up Mike T because after that year that he just had, if he would have came back, or that year he had when he had 150 catches, whatever it was, 49, 47, if he would have came back, say he got hurt the next year, which you have to keep probably did, but we
He did get hurt that next year.
Similar to Cooper Kupp. Now, if he would have came back that following season or the season after that and came out with a game with 15 catches, 120 yards, something like that, I would have been like, damn, that's good to me. I don't care how he was doing it. Y'all call him Slant Boy.
Bro, listen, hold up. I hate when y'all do this. Bro, do your research. That year he came out and had 1,700 yards, 149 catches. You know he came back and did next year 1,400 yards for 9 touchdowns, 125. Don't make it seem like my man didn't come back the very next year and do his thing. 1,400 yards and 9 touchdowns with 125 catches.
That Rams offense is literally scheme. Like you can.
He literally came back.
Wait, which year are you looking at?
It's not impressive. Like watching the game Sunday night, like being there, you can literally see like he's got him in motion because doing like man coverage, like he's just literally running to like the flats and outs.
So that's him being heavily utilized over.
My man with 1,100, 1,200, 1,400.
That's what I'm saying.
That's impressive. Cooper Kupp
Robinson literally had like 80 yards in that scheme. Like you can do that with anybody in that offense. Anybody can get 15 catches.
Man, listen, man.
It's all a part of the man. I'm sorry. I feel like that Cooper Kupp
had a hell of a game.
That Cooper Kupp shit is all attached to the Matt Stafford shit. Cooper Kupp gotta be good for them to gas Matt Stafford the way that they do. It's okay. Go ahead.
Bruh, y'all kill me, bruh.
Like Saquon shit was impressive. Like you can.
Saquon was actually impressive.
Mike Evans was impressive. That was
impressive.
Yes.
My man J-Mo.
Like, that was impressive. That was a comeback.
Mike Evans, I think off the top of my head, 550, 2 TDs against the Commander secondary. That's impressive.
But y'all just gave it to Baker.
But if you going, but Ed, if you say that the same breath, I can say the same thing about Cooper Kupp versus Mike.
Did you not see the 2 touchdowns? Did you not?
It was good. It was a good ass touchdown.
And I never said I was impressed with Cooper Kupp's performance. All he did was show me.
Wait, did you?
But then why did you gas up Baker though?
No, I didn't. Shaggy called this, bro, not me.
No, he intentionally pushed back on Derek Carr saying, "What about what Baker did?" And now when we bring up Mike Evans, now it's not impressive because it's the Commander's secondary. Pick a lane, nigga. Which one is it? Is it impressive or not?
No,
because if it's impressive for Baker, then it's impressive for Mike.
It's impressive for Derek Carr behind that O line. Everybody's expecting you to be ass. They expect Spencer Rattler to take your job in 5 weeks. Derek Carr came out week 1, dropped nothing, and bought the fuck out.
It's different for me because I don't think Derek Carr's a bad quarterback though.
You're lying.
I don't think Derek Carr sucks. I don't think Derek Carr sucks.
And that's the problem right there. You don't think Derek Carr sucks. Derek Carr's fucking ass.
He is bad.
You see, that's the issue. I don't think Derek Carr sucks, bro.
Why don't you though?
He's just an average quarterback. That's all
he's not.
No, he's not.
He's not
below average.
No, he's not. I think
Jacoby Brissett is below average. You said Jacoby Brissett was average, low. So you mean to tell me
Jacoby Brissett might be better than Derek Carr?
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Yeah, y'all got it.
That's definitely not a bad tape.
Nigga, what? Nigga, what?
He just might.
Jacoby Brissett is not going to. He can. He's not going to lose the game. He might not win you a lot of games, but he's not going to be. He can manage games better than Derek Carr. Derek Carr can just flat out lose you some balls.
Is Jacoby Brissett mobile still?
This is not real.
He just had 30 rushing yards yesterday.
He's definitely better than Derek Carr. That nigga can't move.
This is not real. And you're not being serious.
I'm being.
All right,
Wes. No, he did not. Cooper Kupp did not have a more impressive game. No, he did not.
Cooper Kupp game compared to Mike Evans was more impressive, bro.
Because no, it's not, bro.
Yes,
Cooper Kupp's game was not more impressive.
I don't watch Cooper Kupp and be like, oh my god, this guy's so fucking good. I don't watch him and think that. I watch him and say, oh my god, you know how many receivers can do this in this offense? That's what I think.
But your brain is already penciled in to think like that.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. You've been thinking like that about Cooper Kupp, dude.
Wasn't Shaggy?
Yeah, because I know wide receivers. I've been a Cooper Kupp fan. I was watching Cooper Kupp before all of y'all.
All right, you don't rock with Cooper Kupp, all right?
I said he was keyword was.
What the fuck made you change your mind on Cooper Kupp?
Niggas overrated. He's a Hall of Famer. Like that's why. Fuck what? Hall of Fame? Fuck no. Now
Hall of Famer.
Cooper Kupp was my guy.
That's what they said.
I could show y'all a post from 2019.
After the Triple Crown year, they even said it yesterday, Lo. In playback, they say after his Triple Crown year.
That Triple Crown year made him a Hall of Fame. Oh shit.
To the people.
That was talks around him.
Again, it's a part of Cooper Kupp. You can't divest Cooper Kupp from Matthew Stafford. It goes hand in fucking hand. It goes hand in hand. In order for people to like you gotta keep them together.
Wes, you value a certain thing. I don't value that bro. What he had 14 catches. He only averaged 7 yards a catch. I don't value shit like that. No, I know what you're doing. I know what this game is. I know how y'all playing. 7 yards a catch. Get the fuck here somewhere with that bullshit, man.
And then what? Mike Evans averaged like 12 yards a catch.
Go the fuck here with that bullshit.
Yeah, he's right. I'm out of check, but he most likely did.
12 yards a catch. That's impressive.
Here, man.
Yeah.
Wes, that's what majority of it was. That's why it's 7 yards to catch. They throw him the ball, quick out, give him the ball quick, hope he break a tackle. Well, they throw third and long screens. That's the trauma they special. Always 3rd and 10 screen. Fuck out of here, man.
I'm not with that, bro. I'm not with a guy that's getting.
No, I'm not with what Shaggy talking about that right now either.
A guy getting 14, 15 grabs. No matter how you slice it, gang, and get a touchdown with 100+ yards, that's impressive.
Did you feel the same way with Julian Edelman and Wes Walker was doing it?
Yes, they were good wide receivers.
Okay, so you were jazzing them up too.
Wes Walker was a good wide receiver to me. Yes,
you were jazzing them up too.
Julian was a good wide receiver to me.
You ain't think Edelman was good?
No, he was good. I just didn't jazz him up.
Yeah, you don't like nobody, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You don't like nobody.
Bro, I literally could show you me like a Cooper Kupp before y'all started hyping him up. I was rooting for the Rams because of Todd Gurley before y'all was talking about the Rams, before y'all was even mentioning Cooper Kupp's name.
All right, bro.
I knew how good he was. Y'all started jazzing him up when they schemed him up for a triple crown. Y'all did that.
Cooper Kupp is a good wide receiver, bro. Always will be a good wide receiver. And that game that he had on Sunday to get heavily utilized, no matter how you scheme or not, you're still motioning. You're still running all over the field. You're still making grabs. I don't care how short the route is. You're still coming down with a catch. You get a touchdown. You get 100+ yards. How was that not impressive? You got to catch the ball. I mean, it's easy to catch too. You got to catch the ball. You're being defended. You're being defended. Like, I don't understand. Like,
when the defense doesn't guard his flats, I mean, you're going to get that. Like, the Lions were literally playing over the top coverage. They were never having anybody underneath in a 5 yard or a 0 yard or the flat. Like, they literally let that nigga do that. They were living with that. Like, he had nothing over the top. That's basic.
That's a takeaway from his game, though. Right? You with that Mike Evans game is more impressive than Cooper Kupp game.
I mean, we've seen this before from Kupp. Like, it's okay. It's like, okay, this is a regular game.
Ed said it wasn't easy, right?
We've seen it from both wide receivers. Like I just said,
it's easy to do that when they don't consider guarding the flat. Like
but we've seen it from both wide receivers though.
But that means it's easy though, F. It's like almost.
Mike Evans was like doing contesting catches and going down the field. Like he was.
Bro, you jazzing it, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
If we talking about strictly eye test, right? You watch both them niggas. Yes, what Mike Evans did is gonna look way more impressive than watching Cooper Kupp film.
I was at the game watching.
Let's go.
Like the shit was just okay.
You
just
went to the game, right?
Flat, 7 yard out. Okay,
like because Mike Evans is really out there. Like,
man, we ain't got to stay on that shit too long, man. I know what's up with Cooper Kupp. I know how y'all jazz up people.
But it should be Barkley for offensive player of the week for NFC, and then like my pick is like TJ Edwards for
defense. Okay.
Yeah. I know I already said my defensive as Micah, but I might change it to Alante.
Can I ask
that's
impressive.
So niggas corner doing.
Wait.
Now
Y'all doing offensive player of the week, Ev?
Offensive and defensive player of the week, both
bro. But it's Panay. It's Panay for me, bro. That whole game, but especially that last quarter and a half. You said what?
You have to say the whole line if you want to go Panay.
No, I'm going right side of the line in particular, bro. Like they just steamrolled everybody. So I mean, it could be the whole line, but Panay in particular though, bro. Like and Trent Williams too could be the other one. Like both the tackles were the most impressive. I think offensive players for the most part. They made everything happen for their teams on both sides, like passing, running the ball, like just complete dominance.
Okay, I respect it. I respect it. Who you got? You said tackles on both conferences. You got anybody on the defensive side that stood out to you?
TJ Watt was crazy. He dominated the game versus the Falcons from start to finish. I mean, Michael was cold too, but in terms of I'm trying to think, non-pass rusher, Fred Warner was insane yesterday versus the Jets. That first knockout fumble he had. Let me see. Yeah, man, it might be Fred, bro. Honestly, man. I mean, so probably be TJ AFC, Fred NFC, Trent NFC, and then Panay, I mean Trent or Panay, honestly, NFC, and then AFC offensive player.
I want to hear your answer on this one.
What?
I want to hear your answer on this one.
Yeah, offensive player for AFC. I mean, it could be Isaiah Likely still, but I think through that. I mean,
Rasheed Rice, I feel like could be.
Rasheed Rice too, but Joe Mixon probably he had damn near 30 carries.
Oh, Joe Mixon.
Oh, you can say Joe Mixon or JK.
JK. Those are all good choices. I didn't think of either of them.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Let me see what there. Joe Mixon had 30 carries for 159 yards and a touchdown. Average 5 yards a carry.
And it's not like Stroud was lights out either.
He had 3 receptions for 19 yards.
And Stroud was a little shaky over the course of the game at times. Like he was the stabilizer for them.
I mean, you could, if you just looking at it just like, wow, or like in like comebacks and stuff like that. Stephon Diggs he had 2 touchdowns. I don't know if he necessarily had like a fantastic game.
He was a safety valve for CJ, I would say. Like I think that's why his numbers look like that. You know, it's not a lot of yards, but it's just the game script. Nico was just getting balls down the field, but Diggs was like making all the big plays. Well, Nico had that third down play too. So, but it's probably Joe just from wire to wire.
Why nobody else in my man
on defense though?
You talking about Gonzo?
Keon White?
Nah, I'm about to say not even Gonzo. Keon White.
Oh, I didn't watch y'all game, so I couldn't tell you.
I only watched the last drive game. I ain't gonna lie.
He had 2.5
That might also be a thing.
And he forced a fumble. He was giving Joe Burrow hell the whole day.
If that might be an issue.
I like that Keon White.
As far as watch all the games.
Yeah, just like people, you're gonna definitely have like everybody watched that for the most part. Watched that Browns Cowboys game, so like everybody's gonna know what Micah did, right? Not saying that Micah didn't have a good game, but you know, nobody was really watching that Bill. Patriots.
What's number zero's name for the Rams, the linebacker?
You asking me?
Young, I think. Yeah, it's Young. I think it's Byron Young.
Yeah, he was crazy. Yeah, he had 8 sacks last year as a rookie, and then he started off that game versus Detroit cooking. Yeah, he was cooking.
Especially versus that offensive line too.
NFL Pack Boy, the Saints. He played for the Saints. Who's the pick, D-Mac?
Yeah, I mean, you guys, hit on the more obvious ones. I'll say, AFC Defensive Player of the Week. I'm going to give a shout out to Jonathan Cooper. He actually was wreaking havoc along that Seattle offensive line, I should say.
Yeah, he had 2 sacks.
Yeah, he was getting after Geno. So he showed out to me, and, I feel doing this, it's a little bit, off the beaten path. But I also want to give a shout out to Joe Alt, rookie for the Chargers, obviously. Played a spectacular game versus a very difficult Raiders front, specifically against Max Crosby. At right tackle, they tried to match him up, and he was able to hold his own. So I got to give him a shout out as well. NFC, again trying to stay off the beaten path. Not Marshawn. Jesus Christ, what's his name? Nealon for the Cowboys. I just completely. But he had a great game. Is it Marshawn?
Who for the Cowboys? What position?
Huh?
He's an edge rusher, Nealon. He's a rookie. His name just jumped out of my head. But I'll figure. No, it is Marshawn. Okay, yeah, Marshawn Nealon. I thought he was really good as a third option. Obviously, the Cowboys were harassing that Browns offensive line the entirety of the day, and I thought that he had a good hand in that as well. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. I mean, you guys already named Saquon and some of the better guys. I don't know if we named him as well. I'm sure you guys did or may not have, but Jaden Reed obviously had a spectacular game on Friday, so definitely got to give him a shout out.
That's for sure true.
Yeah, that's a good call out. Nobody said Jaden Reed.
Hey, who was the dud of the week?
Justin Fields starting week 2.
He's starting week 2.
What'd you say, Swerve?
He keeping his job.
Who was the dud? Who was the dud of the week?
Dud of the week. Can we do it by conference?
Yeah, by bad. That's what I'm saying, by conference. Yeah.
Bryce Young.
You could pick any number of tight ends, all the quarterbacks, damn near.
Good, true, tight ends.
But that's obvious. Bryce Young is obvious. I'll say you could say Sam Laporta solely because Amon-Ra, and that's not like dud bad, they did a great job at containing him.
Yeah.
I think who really disappointed this week.
That wasn't impressive.
What I wanted to see.
I ain't gonna lie. I was disappointed. I don't care how that game went, but I was disappointed with Marvin Harrison. I mean, one catch, one drop. Like I wasn't good with that.
Yeah, you can say that's a dud.
Yeah.
For sure.
I ain't like that.
4 targets, man. What you wanted to do, man?
But you know what's gonna happen with rookie tight end, when rookie receivers drafted high though. He's probably
Michael Rubin blackball, nigga, man.
He's gonna come on late, mid-season.
You could just say all the rookie quarterbacks as well, because I mean, obviously, none of them really had a good game.
Don't forget Joe Burrow played bad. Don't forget Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I think Deshaun Watson, Joe Burrow, all them dudes.
Yeah,
they all were
Burrow.
I can't even bring Watson.
I mean,
yeah, you could definitely say Joe Burrow, and then honestly, the entirety of the Bengals offense. To be honest,
I was just about to say that. I'm gonna take in like everything that's been going on. Jamar, you did all that talking to get locked the fuck up by Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah, food poisoning.
Yeah, that's fair. You could also say that too.
You ain't playing with no food poisoning.
Yeah, you could also point out.
Well, I mean, he was getting locked up by one of the best corners in the NFL.
He was, which is good. He still got locked up though.
I think DK was yapping before the game a little bit too before he played PS2. Man.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
all right. I guess that's it for the player of the week. Now to the fun time of the show.
I see y'all.
I'm gonna keep trying to weigh. Do anybody in here think if I shift, would that make the power rankings any different? Anybody think if I shift,
you would have? I think you would have real quick. More interaction, but maybe.
Let me see what it looks like on the screen. Hold on. Let me pull it up.
You can take my comment down if.
How many people in here?
40.
40.
Put it on the screen.
I'm trying to see. Hold on. It's being a little difficult.
Look at Byron. Happy birthday, Byron. BYR star.
I mean, it looks the same.
I'm about to say, yeah.
I was just saying.
I'm gonna just rock here. I just rock here.
I thought you was asking based off like interaction, like in terms of like DJ.
Not that too, but push on yourself. I just it's okay. Yeah. This is the weekly power rankings time. This will be graphic posted on Twitter. Make sure you like this video. If you're not subscribing already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. The Fact and Stat show is live every single day at 11 a.m. Eastern time. This is a quick day, just 49ers recap, NFC, AFC, player of the weeks, and then last but not least, top 15 weekly power ranking. And then the playback room is going to get started. I'm going to watch that Lamar Jackson quarterback school and maybe anybody else. And after that, later on throughout the day, in the next 5 hours, we're going to be watching. Sorry, that's my math is off. Yeah, my math is off. I'm sorry, way off. 7 hours, somewhere in that ballpark. We're going to be watching the Dallas Wings. The Lynx in the Dream. My bad, y'all. The Lynx in the Dream is the first game that starts today. So if you want to come to the stage for this, the link is in the chat. If not, I like the fellas that I have up here with me at the time that can help fellas and ladies,
I was
that
gonna
can.
say me.
Nah, yeah. I had to make sure you understood. That can help assist with this. Last week, you seen what the top 15 was? Let me focus on this real quick. I'm trying to do something on NCAA. Let me focus on this. Last week, you seen what the top 15 was? I sort of kind of think we nailed it. I just would have personally went Cowboys over Browns, and then I was good with everything else. I probably would put the Dolphins over the Bengals too. But other than that, I was fine. Like I have no issues with nothing else. We're going to proceed. I know some people wanted a different spot at 15, or whether I was the Falcons, whether I was the Steelers, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to go ahead again. When we're doing a power ranking on a week-to-week basis, one, anybody can come to the stage and be a part. Two, if there's a tie, I will make a poll in the chat, so the ones that's in the chat as well still involved. And then three, we do go off of the previous week, so it's not a fresh set of power rankings every single week. We go off what we did last week, and we proceed that way. So keep that in mind. We proceed that way. So this is obviously, so as you see, last week list matters. That's in all caps. Well, this was preseason. Let me take this off the screen now. That criteria, not the criteria. Top 20 NFL preseason power rankings. And now we on week one. We'll go here. Let me finish that. So as y'all can see, the criteria for this, y'all, is going to go. We set this in stone last year due to the assistance of Rye, Ari, and even 11-10, if I'm not mistaken. Roster 40%. Wins, losses / performance 40%, injuries 20%. So keep that in mind. That gets you to 100% in all. Week one, I think undoubtedly we're all going to go with the same team. So I don't need to lollygag around. We have the Chiefs at 1. I'm gonna put 3 up here. The 2 spot. How we feeling? Are we keeping? Me personally, I'm leaving the 49ers right there at 2. I mean, I'm putting the 49ers at 2.
I'm leaving them there too.
Yeah,
So 49ers
Niners
moving up.
too.
Niners.
Too.
And I think we can jump to 4 because I think we're going Eagles at 3.
Yeah.
49ers. Eagles. All right, last week, let's look at below. Lions got a win, Ravens got a loss, Texans win, Packers loss. So 4 spot, are we looking? Obviously, we're looking at 3 teams. That's the Ravens, Lions, and Texans. How are we feeling about that?
I'm keeping the Ravens.
Me personally, my vote is the Ravens. No biasness. Anybody else?
I'm going Lions just because I didn't like the way the Ravens offense looked. Like with the exception of like obviously Lamar running unlikely. I wasn't. The Derrick Henry thing really doesn't leave the best taste for me.
Okay. What you got, right?
I'm gonna go Ravens simply just off of how the game went. Game went for each team, and then caliber of opponent.
Okay. Most likely 4. I'll let you know about my man text me. Swiper, D-Mac up here. D-Mac, who y'all putting that for? Joe, who y'all putting that for?
I'll stick with the Ravens for now.
Joe B. Young. Mazak.
Ravens.
I like Detroit, actually. I do agree with Ari. I like the way that they looked better offensively.
I don't think they look better offensively.
We did not look good offensively. That was a sloppy game, I ain't gonna lie.
I wouldn't necessarily say that y'all looked good offensively, right? I just think y'all looked better than what the Ravens did, if that makes sense. Like the Ravens offense was likely in Lamar. Like Lamar, really. I just think that with, J-Mo ended up having a good game. Jameer, I think, personally had a good game. Yeah, they managed to shut down like Laporta for the most part and Amon. But like I think, neither team I really think had their best offensive game. I've seen both of your offenses look much better. But I will say like the incorporation of like Jameer looked better than he did, than he has in a while. Or than I did most of last season, just like the way that y'all utilized him. And the way that I felt like he was able to like run, and like that he got off. And same thing with again J-Mo. Like again, we all said if y'all could unlock J-Mo, that would be a key part in like elevating y'all's offense. And I think though like the the regulars, the Sam Laportas, the Amon-Ra didn't show out, I still think seeing them show out opposed to likely having a good game and Lamar having a good game, I just think for me that a little bit better because I don't think you're gonna, and I guess in my thought process is like I think the Ravens may continue to have a bit of an issue trying to work in Derrick Henry for the first few weeks of the game. I think they figured 2 weeks of the season. I think they work it out. And like they figure it out. But like I think, we may see the Ravens offense kind of sputter here and there a little bit more. I don't think we're gonna really see y'all's offense sputter.
Yeah, that's
But
what I was kind of like hitting on when we was talking about it. I just felt like it was a sloppy week one. Like Campbell said, we gonna clean all of it up though. It's just like just looking at it, just the staring this on O's. That was like, But I get what you're saying though, 100% though.
I'm fine with either team going through.
All right, we'll continue. Move. Ravens had like 5-6 votes. Ravens gonna go at 4. 5.
Lions.
Any pushbacks for Lions? I'm gonna shift my vote to. I'm staying with the Lions here too. Any pushbacks?
I
got Houston.
I
want to say Houston too.
So I think the Texans beat maybe a little bit of a better team, and I think they looked a little bit more impressive. So that's why I would give them a slight advantage. But I'm not upset if it's the Lions.
I'm gonna go with my gut. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry. My gut was telling me Houston, but I scrolled down. I seen we had it like this last week. But the more impressive. I think I will go with the Texans, bro. I'm gonna say Texans. For me at 5, I think D-Mac is saying Texans. I think Shaggy's saying Texans. Ari Lions, Rod Lions. B Young and Joe.
Lions. Give me the Lions.
Yeah, give me Lions too. I feel like overall, I don't know, both offenses, like you saw at the one incorporating a new piece, the other didn't get familiarity until the end of the game based on what the game was, the defense was given. I mean, team overall, Texans have better talent though, so I'll pick that.
Okay. Wait. You just fucked my head up. Wait. Team overall, does that matter? So roster 40%. Yeah, win loss 40%. So team with. So you get the Texans or the Lions? My bad, I messed up.
So Joe, on that statement, are you just considering QB skill players, or are you considering the whole unit as line and D line and corners? Is that what you're doing?
I'm taking QB and I'm also taking receivers.
Yeah. In that statement.
Nobody picked Utah in the league. I thought Utah was a good team on the game.
Niggas don't know ball. That's all.
I thought Utah was good. Nobody picked Utah. I'm over here trying to get confidence.
Utah's good. Somebody gonna pick up one and get him.
Damn.
We got all 32, or we got like 28.
We got 32 users, but I feel like some people's on some bullshit, and 3 people hit me up trying to join, and I don't want to have. I'm trying to cut the inactive early if I can. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's tricky.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Because this year we do at least 3 seasons minimum, at least 3. So it's gonna be fun. Let me hit this dude up. Let's try to join. All right. So Joe, who's your pick? I'm sorry.
I think he was going Texas because of players.
Let me see what the chat thinking. I do know I have the count up on the stage, but I do want to know what the chat thinking. I want to know what the chat thinking. Real quick, y'all, can I vote on that poll right there in y'all face? Who should be 5, Texans or Lions? I'm gonna give y'all about 30 seconds to vote on that poll real quick. Who should be 5, Texans or Lions? We get about 30 to 45 seconds to vote on that poll. And I will end it. It's right there in y'all face. Appreciate the 9 votes so far. If you aren't here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Immediately following this, I want to watch the quarterbacks going on Lamar Jackson. That's gonna be live in the Fact That's Playback Room. And typically in playback, different conversations pop up and spark up, and it drags all the way out to whatever. So anything can be after that. Huh?
Quick a question, just about like rankings. Is this not like last year where we had to like explain why if a team jumped a team and they both won, what was so much better than that team to make them like we had to like
right. But I think D-Mac said it. Nah, it's the same. It's the same, but D-Mac said he was more like he think the Texans play better competition. So that's why he said that was one of his points. I don't know anybody else's points.
So to
go ahead.
that point, my bad if I cut you off, but
Nah, you good.
Can you scroll down to let that comment to previous lists?
Remember, the previous one was preseason, or like no action was played.
So okay, but how can we say Colts were more impressive when we have the Rams at 14 when the Colts are not ranked? That's just how I'm gonna do it.
So yeah, so personally, I think the Colts are a better team than the Rams, but that was my personal thing. But I overall, in addition to how they actually, as far as comparing the two teams, but I thought the Texans ran the ball extremely efficiently. Thought the passing game looked pretty good. Defense had some issues, but it was more so about the explosive plays that Anthony Richardson was able to create. It wasn't really consistent issues as far as that was concerned. Lions performed well, even so, on defense as well. So I thought the Texans had a better overall performance from my perspective, and that's why I would have given them a nod. In addition to facing a tougher team, but that's not the bigger point. It's more so about how they looked.
You got that, D-Mac? I mean, right.
So I'm saying though, so they look impressive versus a defensive unit that doesn't have really much in the secondary besides Kenny Moore and Franklin. But the D line, I mean, Coach D line is good, but we just saw them get ran over for $130.
I mean, do we think that the Rams have a good secondary?
I'm just saying, how's that?
I think he's trying to gauge how they how they played better.
Yeah, I was trying to see Rams secondary versus Colts secondary,
Yeah, I think the Colts secondary is better. I think the Colts have a better front seven group as well than the Rams.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
I think they have. Without Puka, I also would probably take the Colts offense, but I am an Anthony Richardson believer. So,
okay, sidebar.
And Steichen. But Oklahoma
too. What'd you say?
Where's Oklahoma Conference? I cannot find Oklahoma. What conference are they?
Oklahoma
Big 12.
Should be
they're in the SEC now. My bad.
Yeah, they should be in the SEC.
Oh, they're already there. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Any Clemson should be SEC as well. Anything in North Carolina should be in the SEC.
SMU's
Texas, so they should be SEC.
That's not Southeastern.
No, we customizing the conference already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A team with the word North in the name, a state with the word North in the name, can't be in the South.
SMU, I must have moved them somewhere.
I'm trolling.
I know. I'm about to end the poll for everybody that voted. Thank you. It's 18 votes. Ravens. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put the Lions, Texans at 5, Lions at 6. No need to play around with that. Obviously, I think that one was a coin flip for it was 56% Texans.
Texans, man, I can't believe it.
No, let's ask on this one too, Av. Who else is above?
Let's see. 7 is looking like this is going to come down to Cowboys, Dolphins, Jets, Packers.
Are the Lions at 6?
The Lions already penciled. So I guess Cowboys.
Bro, say the Jets.
I didn't mean to say the Jets. I said the Jets. My bad. I meant Cowboys, Dolphins, Bills. Cowboys, Dolphins, Bills. The only team in consideration 7 to me. Cowboys, Dolphins, Bills. That's
I go Cowboys, bro.
Yeah, I'm personally going Cowboys too. Anybody else?
We can vote with the Cowboys there.
Man, please let's not do this hype again.
8, same thing. I think this is Dolphins or the Bills.
Why are the Cowboys over the Bills?
I was just about to ask that as well.
Like what?
Okay, hold on.
Okay, so are we gonna gauge it off a caliber opponent or just how they look?
I'm about to
Who's
say
the better quarterback?
The Browns was ranked
$60 million. Look at what he's having on the field.
What they were ranked at clearly does not matter. Be young, because the Rams are ranked in the Colts.
Joe, you're criticizing Dak's QB play.
I mean, Josh Allen had a great game.
No, I'm talking about Joe. I'm talking about what Joe said.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, who had a better game? And overall, I don't care if we got paid $60 million. I personally feel like
Why you pocket watching?
I mean, you talking about the quarterback. You talking about the quarterback play. I get that, but one defense had a far better game. You got on that. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
For sure.
But I just feel
I
like the
mean,
quarterback overall outweighs that because the quarterback overall, like it doesn't matter like what it's around the team. Like as long as you have a quarterback, that overall puts your team in an overall better
But
position than a lot of teams in the
Dak
league.
Dak also played the best defense last year in their house, and
I'm
y'all
not
played
talking
them.
about last year. Doesn't matter.
But the Browns' defense is still one of them ones, and
and you guys look at the
No,
game,
they
the
have
type
a
of
good
game
defense. I'm
they
not taking that
call,
away from y'all. I'm just saying last
and
year.
but the play calling for the Cowboys was like they didn't need to do nothing special to win the game.
exactly in the second half, so they went conservative.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, Josh Allen is the reason that team won.
Bro, the
He really
Cowboys are the
gets
better team. The
considerably
Cowboys are like a better
less.
team than the Bills.
Yeah, right now the Cowboys. Yeah, that's what I agree with. I think right now, I think the Cowboys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 1, 2, 3.
18 to 23.
But
232
I don't mind
two
throwing a poll up. I do.
touchdowns,
I am. They're in the chat. They're here listening. The
4
fact that this
touchdowns
conversation is
total.
crazy.
I just feel like it's like you see like all right power rankings. I get the whole team versus like player conversation, but I feel like this year like he's gonna put up that showing and show people, bro. So he's gonna like that team is gonna be a top 10 team every
You talking about the Bills? You talking about the Bills,
week.
right?
Like the Bills, yeah, bro. I just feel like he has enough talent to carry that workload.
Okay.
But you also see that roster percentage is in that criteria, so we can't just base it off one man.
Yeah, you're basically saying you said your first argument was who has the better quarterback. I ain't like that. Like I ain't like how you just jump to who has the better quarterback. No, like who has the better roster.
But it's a part of it.
Yeah,
but then you have to
it
make a
not?
separate percentile for QB then.
Cowboys have the better roster, and Cowboys beat the better.
But let's not act like QB doesn't have a large part to do with how people view people's roster. It's like we don't have to be disrespectful.
That's not how that works.
No, overall, Cowboys have a better roster.
No, that's
I
how
do
people
I
would
do
hope it doesn't work.
I do
But
because
like
I think
people
about
do.
my quarterback's ability to make my playmakers better on the perimeter as well, and I feel like him being a physical.
You're still speaking on one side of the ball.
Okay, yeah, I am speaking on one side of the ball, but that's the most
Defense, the
important
Browns
part.
completely washes the Cardinals. Like absolutely, hands down. The Browns completely wash the Cardinals defense. That's not like you can't argue that Dak played a considerably tougher defense. You know, whatever. That is what it is. So I don't think that has to be necessarily an argument. I was just asking about the Bills just to ask. Another conversation. Like, is it the Cowboys? Is it not the Cowboys? I don't mind the Cowboys being here. I don't care. But I just wanted to see if other people had other opinions.
All right. Any other? So I'm gonna end this poll as I take my hands off this controller. I had to customize some conferences on NCAA. Sorry, it takes a lot. The Ravens over the Cowboys, Bills, and Lions. The Ravens left. Okay, whatever process. Welcome process, by the way. Are we okay with putting the Bills at 8? By the way,
talk about it.
So outside of the Bills, I think we can. Outside the Bills, I'm looking at. I'm putting the Bills over the Dolphins personally. I think that's literally the only problem.
I do think the Dolphins played a better team, but I will
leave the Dolphins ahead of the Bills. I'm sorry. Let me clean that up. I will leave the Dolphins ahead of the Bills. They played a better team. They still have the better roster.
I don't think they had any business winning that game, and I don't think they have a better roster. But the fact that we did rank them ahead of the Bills last week, I suppose.
Skill players. That's about it. Not including the quarterback. It's because they have Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle.
So let's go to the percentages. I think the Bills have a better roster. I think that they had it's tough to say they have a better performance versus a worse team. It's kind of tough because the Bills obviously.
They said you ducking.
Yeah, I'm reading Slack comment. Yeah, I'm confused why he said that. I had this on YouTube until the playback so we can't get cut.
I think he's saying because people can get up on playback. Like, there's no restrictions on like people getting a mic on playback. Except for like them getting it.
I'm not the only one that make this list. Like we all say Ravens at 4. So I don't know why he.
Not we all. I didn't.
I think like 5 out of 7 people or 6 out of 8 people said Ravens. But hey, whatever.
Yeah, process also said the Ravens.
Wait,
There's
the Dolphins play the Bills next week, right?
they played this Thursday.
Thursday. Let's just leave them. Let's just leave
Leave
the
it where it
Dolphins ahead of
is.
the Bills, and just we'll settle it next week. I think that's a good way to do it.
I think that's a good decision.
10. Damn, now shit get shaky. We had the Bears ranked last week at 15.
Oh, jeez.
I think
That's
the
not happening.
price.
Rams lost, Jets. I'm not moving the Jets up, even though they lost, but they just.
I'm moving the Jets
What are we
down.
doing? What are we doing with
Over
Green
the
Bay?
road.
What are we doing with Green Bay?
I was just about to say the
Green
Packers.
Bay.
I feel
Damn.
like
That's what I
They got a
said.
big injury,
That's what I
though.
said. How far are we going to drop him because of the injury?
Yeah, they have
pretty
an
serious injury.
Yeah.
It's possible
do we
he
have-
come back in 2 to 3 weeks. It's possible he miss all 6. So we don't know.
yeah.
They gotta go down.
Do we have a
did you
team
see
that
what
we feel
Byron
like we want to?
said?
Do we want to put the Saints? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Do we want to put the Saints at 10? Do we have a team that we think should be ahead of the Packers? Is my question.
D-Mac, I don't know. D-Mac, I don't know because we don't know what specific week he's going to come back.
No, I know. Yeah, that's a difficult thing to parse, but I'm just looking through.
Me personally, I wouldn't put none of these teams over him.
Yeah, I mean, do we want to put the Steelers over the Saints? I mean, over the Packers.
I'm not putting the Steelers. Niners.
Do we want to do we want to put the Bucks ahead of the Packers?
No, not me.
The injury thing is really fucking me up.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like theoretically, I still feel like the Packers are a better team. Like pretty much.
I just know for sure. I know for sure they're not winning games with Malik Willis. Not happening.
That's the only thing. I'm with Shaggy. Like I just know they won't win while Jordan Love isn't the quarterback.
Who did the Steelers beat the Falcons? Who's the other team you said, D-Mac?
So the Buccaneers, the Saints, and the Steelers are kind of the ones that you would say, are we putting them ahead of the Packers?
I'll put the Steelers ahead of the Packers right now.
I can't do that.
I think I'm okay with that. I think that injury matter. That's a too big of an injury though. Like,
exactly. That's the thing. The injury matter. We don't know what he can miss all 6 weeks.
It's not just that. I'm looking at I'm thinking about the Steelers offense. They didn't score an offensive touchdown.
Yeah, that is.
They kicked field goals to win.
For me, I think that I would have the Buccaneers over the Packers, and then Packers 11. To me, I think that's what I put it.
I could do the Bucks over the Packers. I'm sorry, I can't do. Okay, Sly, and I don't want us on the list. So, not the gotcha you thought. Whoopie-doo.
Yeah, no, Sly. She said she doesn't want to put the Saints up there, so that doesn't work. I think the Buccaneers are the
Bucks,
team.
Though.
They probably should have been ranked last week. Obviously, they played the Commanders, not a good team, but they had a dominant performance. I think we can give them credit and get them here at 10.
And their offense looked good. I mean, again, the Commanders, but their offense did look good. They got a new offensive. That was with a new offensive coordinator.
Yeah, they looked how they should against a bad team, and I think they deserve credit for that.
Convincingly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not putting the Buccaneers at 10.
Why not?
Why not?
Them being
I'm not saying
number 10.
I'm not saying like
Who
you're
the other names again? Go scroll down.
So all the names that are below lost. So let's start there.
Bears good defense.
Seattle?
The Bears won. The Bears did win. If you want to put the Bears in there,
Bears offense looks so disgusting. I can't.
So that's the thing. You want to talk about the Vikings? You want to talk about the Steelers? You want to talk about the Saints?
The Vikings
you want to talk about the
Chargers? That is a good
from
name.
here until they get ranked.
The Vikings are a good name. Sam Darnold had a good game. Aaron Jones had a good game. Their offense looked good. I didn't see what their defense did, but
the defense was dominant. But again,
really
the Giants might be.
It's the Giants. Yeah.
Them and the Panthers. It's bad. So I don't know. That's tough. That's a tough part.
Yeah, the Buccaneers play the Commanders. They're one of the worst teams in the league as well.
Yeah, I agree. So I can see the argument for the Steelers. I can see the argument for the Buccaneers. Buccaneers is a little bit more about how I viewed them coming into it. Like I thought they were a borderline top 15 team. Which are the Steelers?
But it's just offensively with the Steelers. I can't that's a team that did not score any touchdown. They didn't score a touchdown.
I would be cool with the Buccaneers being here, and I'd be cool with the Steelers being here. I'm not going to get there with the Vikings or over the Packers.
Because the Giants.
Yeah, probably not getting.
It should be the Packers. I personally am cool with the Packers still being here without Jordan Love.
All right, so let's just all vote, and we'll see where it ends up landing. I got the Buccaneers.
I'm gonna stay Steelers. I'm gonna stay.
Shaggy said he got the Steelers, so that's 2 for them.
No, I'm gonna stay Green. I'm gonna stay Green Bay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm
2
staying
for the
Packers.
Packers.
I'm gonna stay Green Bay until they lose.
Yeah,
Zach or B Young?
because they
Y'all
had a
got
good
it?
game.
Bucks.
Like if we're
I
talking
got
about
the
just
Bucks.
week 1, they did have a good game, even though they
Yeah, I got
lost.
the
Like they
Steelers.
looked good.
Well, we just split it 2-2-2. Damn
Yeah,
it.
so I might have to make a poll. I ain't gonna. Who should?
Ask the other niggas that's up here.
I think that's it. Who should be?
We only got 6 people up here. That was the 6.
Oh, everybody voted.
Yeah, that was 6.
Steelers. What's the other team? Packers. 44 people in here. Y'all, can y'all help us out with this, please? Can y'all vote for number 10? Y'all are a part as well. Thank y'all for the assistance. If you are in here, you don't subscribe, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Immediately following this, I am going to head to playback, the fact that that's playback room, and watch Lamar Jackson quarterback school.
Wait, Ed told them that they can ask their questions about the power rankings in the playback because they asking questions in the thing.
Any questions as far as the power rankings that can be asked in playback, or it can just be asked here. So when I shift to playback, I focus on the quarterback school. I would join, but I'm playing car right now. 22 quarters is insane. What are you talking about, Lance? Steelers including preseason is at 22 quarters with no TDs. Damn.
Yeah. Wait, they didn't score a touchdown in preseason either.
Damn. Okay. Make sure y'all keep voting on the poll.
How do you do that?
I'm gonna get that poll like 1 more minute. Again, I appreciate every somebody that's in here. If you already subscribed to the platform, make sure you hit that like button. That'd be great too. So Bucks are going from unranked to 10 for beating Washington. Good point. I'm at work. I will be on playback.
Right, Chan. That's what I'm saying, Chan. I'm not doing that. Like, no, I'm not doing that.
Unranked.
That's ridiculous, Chan. That's real life ridiculous.
That's crazy.
That's
I ain't gonna lie. Unranked to 10. Since when we do that? Unranked to 10. That's a little crazy, bro. The Steelers wasn't ranked either, though. I think we got to settle, bro. I think we got to settle with the Packers. I think that makes more sense. I think we got to settle with the Packers. Oops, sorry, Art. I think we got to settle with the Packers. Packers will be there, but love hurt. This joint got 20 votes.
But my thing is if this is really about like your first week's performance, like I agree with Shaggy made a good point when he said I'm not going to drop them until they lose, because if we're thinking about first week's performance, Jordan Love got hurt at the very end of the game. They played a good game. He played a good game.
All right, and they played they play the coach next. I look at this guy. They play the coach. They can beat the coach without Jordan Love. And
they also they played the number, what is it, the Eagles now 3, but that was ranked 4. Like, I'm not gonna drop. I'm sorry, I can't drop the Packers until they lose. Once they lose, cool. Like, they deserve to drop all that shit. But they barely lost to a top team. I just can't. I can't do it.
Especially not 14. That was unranked. Fuck no.
Yeah.
They should have won for real. Won for early in the game. They stole it on the red zone.
They stalled it in the red zone twice.
And I do think he'll possibly play in 2 to 3 weeks. I think he gonna come back.
They're gonna try and get him in 3 weeks, Shaggy, for sure.
Yeah.
Because that'll save their season. If he's out longer than 3 weeks, like, their season might be a little bit in jeopardy. But I think they try him in 3 weeks to see where he's at. But
okay, poll, I hear y'all, but I'm a little stuck. Again,
the Bucks can't be on here.
I think the safe bet is probably Packers at 10. I think that's the safest thing to avoid confusion.
Black, I think he'll come back after y'all.
He coming back for Tennessee. Somebody said the Bucks should have been ranked because they were the playoff team last year.
Who said that?
Somebody said that earlier or just now. Can't remember who. Buccaneers over Packers.
Bro, the safe pick is the Packers, bro.
Packers over the Bucks is crazy. I'm gonna stay with
the only reason why people think Packers over Bucks is crazy is because Jordan Love got hurt. But again, these are week 1 power rankings. Is there a projection in this as?
But we always but so then why is this here then?
Why is what here?
Injuries. 20%.
And I told you, when I look at the injuries, all I did is literally pull up the schedule. They can beat the Colts without Jordan Love.
Yeah.
They can be.
So they still have the good enough roster.
And then also,
Yes, I
this
think the
might just be
roster is
me,
still
but
good
like
enough for to beat teams like the Colts.
how I think about injuries, Ev, is going into the league. So like,
listen, Ed,
the CMC part of it would, it's like if the Niners lost,
hold up,
theoretically,
Ari.
let's say that.
Ed, look,
Okay.
Ed, they played the Colts, the Titans, the Vikings, the Rams, and the fucking Cardinals next. They can win games without Jordan Love against those teams.
I mean, if they lean into the running game for sure.
Exactly, especially with the fuck Joe Mixon just did to them. The Colts, man, okay, we
Yeah,
gonna
Josh
see.
Jacobs
I'm
could
not putting the unranked Bucks here. Not happening.
I mean, like, think about it. The Packers play the best competition left, right? Probably better. The Packers play better competition than pretty much every fucking body else, with the exception of the Ravens and
If they was playing a team next
the
week, I'm
Ravens.
stamping. I can stamp they not winning the game. I would be with
Yeah.
it, but nah, I'm not stamping them to lose to the Colts.
Okay. Yeah, I think Bengals miss Joe Mixon. Yeah, with a 20% mean. So just take out injuries.
I think it's all about just how you
injuries still matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can beat the coach, bro.
The only thing is that Malik Willis shit. Why the fuck they ain't called Tannehill somebody?
Well, you're not gonna call Tannehill because Tannehill needs to get paid. He's a free agent. You wouldn't trade for him.
That's the
And
only
if
thing
he's
throwing
not,
me.
but my thing is like if he's not gonna be out the entire season, there's no need to go and pay another quarterback. Like he's only gonna be out for 3 weeks. Like it makes zero sense for them to go pay Tannehill.
Yeah, that's true. That Malik Willis shit just throwing me off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is just why you need to have like a Joe Flacco as your backup quarterback. I'm gonna be so for real.
Nah,
Like
for
this
real.
just or like a Jameis Winston because you don't have these issues. You're not as questioned. You know, maybe Jameis is a stretch, but you know, a quarterback that you feel like you could, or like a Tyrod Taylor. I think if they had Tyrod as their backup quarterback, people wouldn't be like tripping nearly as much.
Jameis is a hell of a backup. I wish he was in Dallas.
So, you know, I can't do these other teams just jumping the Packers like this. Because at that point, I started to think, what keeps the Packers on the list then?
Exactly. At that point, you might as well take them off the list.
Just take them off the list.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I agree. So I'm not going to prolong it. I agree. Packers 10, 11. Look at my losers. My losers are the Browns, Bengals, Jets. How we feeling about the losers? They keep dropping.
The Bengals need to be off this shit.
Yeah, I just keep dropping.
Bengals drop. How we feel about the Browns? We had them at 8 last week.
The defense played.
The defense is great.
Yeah.
The offense is stinky.
Yeah.
Like stinky.
And they did have 2 linemen out, but god damn.
Yeah.
But one of their backups was their rookie, one of their top rookie picks, DeJuan Jones. So I don't know.
Are you asking about the Browns at 11, Ev?
No, I'm just saying in general. Yeah, do those teams? Because I'm looking at potential losers.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how much about the Browns and the Bengals.
Yeah, I agree.
You don't know what you feel. You said you don't know how you feel about them, Shaggy.
The Browns still have the roster, but that offense, even with the injuries, that offense is like, they were missing the tackles, but that shit is a problem.
Offense was just bad.
That offense was just bad. That shit was a problem. Like you should still be able to scheme up some kind of a decent offense around that shit. They had no answers with the offensive line. Like that shit was terrible.
Yeah,
the Bengals showed nothing on defense or offense. I didn't watch the game, but from what I like the clips that I've seen, they didn't really show much of anything. And you could say like we're talking about
the Bengals
opponent.
is tricky. Like y'all gonna give them the grace.
Of what being a better team? He might have got a phone call.
No, I'm here.
Some people gonna hit us with they always start off slow. They always
I'm personally, respectfully, we gotta be real. Like Brown shouldn't be on here the offense alone.
Yeah, I'm not with that shit, bro.
I'm sorry. Joe Burrow was 20 on a 29 for 164 yards. This nigga threw 29 passes on only amassed 164
So
passing yards.
I'm gonna say a team, and I'm just being fair. I'm being respectful, but with no Bears, they were 15 last week. They don't move up because with these
that offense might have looked. That offense looked worse than the Browns.
Nah, the Bears offense looked bad, but the defense. Come on,
the defense kept them in that game.
The
They won
defense
that
was
game.
great.
The
And their
defense was
special
amazing.
teams.
The defense was amazing. So if there's anybody, what number we on?
11.
They was
Like I
15.
thought, yeah, they were 15 last week. But everybody, if the Browns is dropping, the Jets is dropping, the Bengals.
I'm gonna be for real. I think this might be the time for like a Steelers or a Bucks.
No,
I'm gonna be honest.
I can't put them over the Bears.
We can't. The Bears still won. We can't put.
Yeah, I can't put them over the Bears.
But I think,
like, can they follow? Should they follow? Yeah, they should follow.
Yeah, they should follow, but they can't.
Yeah,
but the Bears were at 15. Just because the Bears won and they were on the list and at 15 doesn't mean they should jump up.
And if you talk to Bears fans, they say their play callers stinky.
But the 15 point, I think 12 through 15 all was close though.
Yeah, it was.
From last week, I remember all being close. The Bears could have been 12.
But like the Bucks offense and defense, again, versus the Commanders. The Bucks offense and defense looked significantly better than the Bears did. Like the Bears offense was bad. Their defense saved them. Their defense won them the game. That's fantastic. Like, so I'll give you, like, if that's what we're going with, then like, okay, cool. You know, like I'll give it that. But there's teams that also won. But like also now, granted, you could say
I said it last week. I said it last week. The problem was the Bears shouldn't have been 15 last week. I had the Steelers over.
I agree.
I'm not putting the Steelers over Bears on this week though. I'm not doing that.
Somebody.
You're not doing Steelers over Bears this week.
I'm with the Buccaneers. I'm not doing Steelers though.
You got to put Bears.
Somebody said no Jags. About the Jaguars.
No. Why? No, that's not. I can't even respond to that. No.
They definitely did choke.
I don't think the Spears.
Williams had 93 passing.
I understand, but you brought up the point that Steelers didn't get one touchdown. The Bears got to come back win on dominant defense, like how, and they were ranked.
I don't think.
But it wasn't offensively either. Neither team had an offensive touchdown.
Did the Bears score a touchdown?
Oh, neither team had an offensive touchdown.
No, it was a pick six. I'm almost positive.
Okay, so let's dive into the. Okay, so then after that we dive into the roster. So we have a better roster.
To me, the Steelers.
Between who? The Bucks and the Bears?
To me, it's the Steelers.
Or the Steelers. For me, it's the Steelers over all of the teams.
No, it's close. It's close.
The Steelers' defense just being significantly better in the pickings of it all. Truthfully, I'm gonna be honest. Just kind of
running back room is the Steelers. O-line is the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Pass catchers is clearly the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Defense, D-line, linebackers for defense is clearly the Bears. That's not discussion. D-line, Steelers. Bro, this shit is close. It's close. The rosters is close. Secondaries are close. Secondaries are debatable. Both have great secondaries to me.
Okay, wrong.
Both teams got saved by their defense and their special teams. Both.
Yeah, but
because they had a block punt in the Bears game.
I wouldn't say that. They still generated 6 field goals. The Bears didn't generate no fucking offense at all.
I agree. I had the Steelers over the Bears. I can't do the Bears. I can't do the Bears at 11.
Okay, my bad. I'm trying to get some NCAA shit up there. Like, nigga be wanting to join the league and don't be active for real.
Like, the Bears had 93 total receiving yards and 84 total rushing yards. I think Najee.
Bro, the Bears
had like
won, bro. Put them there. No.
But so did the Steelers. They both won.
Remember, Steelers. So who played better comp? The Falcons and Titans are close. So
I was about to say they're close.
Yeah, they're close. It's not. You can't use the comp for me for that one. I can't believe the Bears are even ranked. I hear the Steelers and the Bucks. So to be honest, y'all, I have to go poll, and I'm gonna lean on y'all. I'm gonna see what y'all say, but I'm still listening to Shaggy and Art. Who should? I'm gonna see what y'all feeling like. Who should be 11? I'm gonna do all 3 teams. So I don't think the Bears are gonna get any love, but they won. Like they got the win. They got good defense. Obviously, offense gonna take some time to click. The wrong injury is not gonna impact that much. But that is something to bring up.
Oh, the Rome did get injured.
Yeah.
Do we know what that is? I know they said it was a knee injury. Do we know like what that was?
Nah, that's all I seen on it.
The chat, I feel like, is gonna choose the Bucks. They chose the Bucks last time.
Make sure y'all vote in that poll, y'all. Vote. 30 seconds left.
Lorenzo said don't rank the Bears.
Vote.
Yo, what is this? Yo, what's the poll?
This for 11. Just want to see what people thought.
Bro, you cannot do no poll, bro. You gotta put the Bears, bro.
Hey man, I think everybody's making good points,
bro. What's the point of saying last week list mattered? You cannot drop an unranked team over a ranked team if the ranked team won.
You act like that ranked team with like 12 or 11 or 10 or something like that. Again, I'm on the same side as you. I said the same thing. I just want to see what they thinking.
Bro, they played the fucking Commanders, bro. Like, why y'all jazzing this team because they beat up on the fucking Commanders?
Nah, I agree.
They were the favorite. Why y'all not jazzing the Steelers, who were the clear underdog? They were a clear underdog.
They were an underdog in that game.
What the fuck?
On the road.
Y'all jazzing these niggas because they beat the Commanders. The Bears still went on the road in Tennessee and still won the football game, bro. No matter how the offense looked.
Hank came back and won.
That game won at home for Chicago?
I don't know where it was at. I think it was on the road. Where that shit was at, Lorenzo? This is crazy. This is crazy to me, bro. They played the fucking Commanders. Like, this is wild.
The Bears wear they blue uniforms. Don't that mean at home? Like when you wear your colored uniforms?
But the Bears were home. Like, y'all jazzing these niggas up because they beat.
All right. I'm back. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Count 2. We went on the road with underdog. They was at home. The Bears were home. Okay. It was home. Okay. But
This is dead ass ridiculous. Beating up on the Commanders to get you in the top 11 now.
What's good?
That's crazy.
What's the 2 teams right now?
And if we broke down the roster, we will all say that the Bears have a better roster than the fucking Buccaneers.
I don't know. I really like the Buccaneers roster.
We debating between 3 teams right now.
You really like it?
I do. They've done a good job of rebuilding that offensive line. They've got some really good young defenders. Now, as far as the injury standpoint, obviously Winfield went out, so that's a question mark. But I do like the way that they built their team. I think there's plenty of upside with the Bears roster, but we kind of got to see it from the Bears right first. We know the Bears. I mean, we know the Buccaneers are coming off a playoff berth. We've seen the formula for them to be successful. We got to see the upside from the Bears offense, particularly, in my opinion. Even if I think it exists, but
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, word. What's the teams right here? Bears and
Bears,
Bucks.
Bucks, and Steelers.
Oh, Bears, Bucks, and Steelers. Bears, Bucks, and Steelers. Who the Bears play?
Tennessee.
Titans.
Tennessee. Okay. Steelers play the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
The Bucks played the Commanders. Steelers was on the road though. Was Bears on the road?
Bears was at home.
I think I go.
No, Bears at home.
Shit. Okay.
Bears were 15 last week too.
Let me see the. Yeah, go down. Yeah. Bet.
Bears were the only ranked team that we're talking about right now.
Oh, so the Steelers.
Beating up on the Commanders. I ain't gonna lie. Every week from now on, we going Jazz. Whoever beat the Commanders.
The Bucks and the
Steelers, they weren't ranked.
They weren't even ranked.
Nah.
They can't just jump hella though. Like they can get on. They can get on.
I mean, here's
but the Bears. See, I think about it this way, Tez. The Bears were 15. If they were like 12 or 13, I'll be like, okay, yeah, a little wild. But they were just 15. So like the Bears are making a big jump too.
The Commanders were not supposed to be better. I think for me,
comp
I'm
do matter in how they play.
It do. Comp should matter. The Bucks played the worst team out of the two opponents that we talked to.
That's a fact. They did.
And the Steelers,
but they also looked the best, in my opinion, out of all those three teams.
They did, but you could also attribute that.
To. Yeah.
I think the Bears' offense looked the worst. I think the Bears' offense looked. Granted, they got them Steelers didn't score a touchdown, but like still they moved.
They moved the ball into position to score, kick a bunch of field goals, right? I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah, they just couldn't convert in the red zone.
To me, I think that the Bucks have the most balanced roster out of all three of these teams. Until I see better from the Steelers and Bears offense. Now again, much tougher opponent though, and that's going to be taken into account. So I don't know. It's tough. I would favor the Bucks, but if it's the Steelers, I think I'm perfectly cool with that. I got to see it from the Bears offense. I guess until I move from up to next game.
How you feel about it, Chess? I agree. Like y'all all saying good.
Go ahead.
No, I ain't talking.
I mean, shit. It's a roster, win-loss performance with the injuries. I like the Bears ain't really looked that good, but they won and they was at home. The Tampa Bay, they looked good, but they ain't the comp one there. And the Steelers came to Atlanta and beat them. So it's like, how do you measure all three teams? I still think the Bears had a better roster than the Buccaneers. The Bucks beat on the Commanders, so it's like I look at it. How do you genuinely just feel about that? They played the best. Don't get me wrong, they did play the best, but they didn't play. They played. But they also played the worst. Yeah, you feel me? So it's like it just depends on how much you value in that. But the Steelers won. Shit, I heard they won based off all field goals and shit. So it's like.
So did the Bears. Well, the Bears.
So did the Bears. So it's like all this shit really. Well, I didn't mean to cut my fault. All this really feel like. All this really canceled out to me, bro. Cause it's different context for all three different games. But the Bucks, not the Bucks.
Bro, the Bears were down 17-3. Like I'm confused. Like they were down 17-3 and won. 17.
That's what I'm saying. I was
bro. I'm going to Bears, bro. They still won the game, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say the Bears, but at the same time though, I wasn't in here, so I don't know how y'all was looking at it though. But the Bears was also still on the list from last week though. So like, how you? Like I understand. I don't know, bro. It just seemed like a wash to me. Like it all canceled out.
You cannot sit here and tell me to respect last week's list, and we're not going to do that. I didn't even want the Bears here, but I'm respecting the list that was there last week. They cannot get jumped by a team who wasn't there, and they still won.
Yeah. Now I'm kind of with Shaggy, bro, because it's different context for different games, but the context don't really outweigh what you really trying to put into this. So, and I don't think that you can just put niggas on lists and just jumping niggas and then they just don't go up or they just remain the same and they won. Like
The
I bring
Bears had 177 total yards of offense. That hurts.
Won though, but they did win.
Down
And they
17-3 and won.
And they was on the list from last week though, so it's like it sounds like a wash to me, bro. I just if it's a wash, then you gotta bring the Bears
up.
up.
The Steelers also still won.
Bro, it's just this, bro. Y'all are jazzing the Commanders. Y'all are jazzing the win against Commanders. Everybody's going to beat the fuck out of the Commanders this year. Every offense is going to look good because that shitty ass Commanders defense. They're not fucking good. It's just that simple.
Also, the Steelers won, but they were never in a situation like the Bears. The Bears were down 17-3. You still got to win that game. They only had one pick six. Other than that, the offense still moved to get in position to kick field goals like y'all did for the Steelers.
But though.
Yeah, but why bring up that point for the Steelers, but not the Bears?
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at
the
total
Bears.
offense,
That's a fact.
though.
That's a fact. I remember now. Keenan Allen dropped the touchdown. They kicked the field goal.
He did.
They blocked the punt. They blocked the punt and scored off of that. Like, come on, bro. Cool. The offense looked shaky. Yeah, week one, rookie quarterback. The O-line got to get acclimated. All that shit got to get acclimated. Come on, bro.
I guess y'all can put the Bears wherever the fuck y'all
I
want.
was gonna say that too. It is still week one too, bro.
The Bears, I'm gonna be for real. The Bears about to go play the Texans and they're gonna get their head cracked a fucking again. And we're gonna look at a team that lost, that was at 11, and we're gonna be like, oh yeah, well, they were on the list before. So that's where they were at 11. When everybody walks up in this bitch, my bad ass. When people walk up in here and are like, oh, how did the Bears get there? Why were the Bears ranked? Oh well,
no, I think we're actually
they were on the list. They were on the list before.
No, if they lose to the Texans, whoever they play next week, you said
they lost to a better team.
They lost to a better team. And if the Steelers and the freaking whatever take care of business, they move up. Say the Bengals come out looking really damn good next week and beat the Chiefs and handle the Chiefs. Pretty sure the Bengals will probably crack the 15 again. So you know what I'm saying, or crack wherever they fall at.
No, because I'm gonna sit here and make the same argument. How did the team that went from being unranked, at least?
But they beat the number one team. That matters. They beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs is number one.
Okay.
They will beat if they happen. That matters. Who you beat matters. I think that's the biggest thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, who you beat matters. Especially if they rank.
The Buccaneers beat the weakest opponent out of these three teams. Can we agree? They beat the weakest opponent.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. They actually did, for sure. So I'm with Bears here. I will go Steelers the next. For me, before I go fast. Bears, are we okay with Steelers or Bucks?
Yeah.
Say it again.
Between Steelers or the Bucks right here at 12. The other team is falling at 13.
I'm gonna go right here at 12. I'm gonna go Steelers.
Okay, same. Shaggy. I can't remember which one Ari was side at 4. I think Ari was. Can't remember which one Ari was side at 4.
So the Rams was worse than all these teams.
Oh, so you want to argue Rams?
I'm just saying, they lost, but they were also, if we're respecting last week's list, they lost. Just losing shouldn't mean that we say F you on this list.
They were 14 though. They were 14.
And the Bears were 15. Okay,
but the Bears won.
Okay, so how you jump to the Rams and skip the Bengals?
Yeah, we can also talk about the Bengals.
We lost too though, but we ain't.
I was just about to bring y'all up. Damn.
I would say the Rams.
The Rams also played a better team.
Lost. Yeah.
The Rams played a better team. Let's not do that. The Rams looked better. No shade to the Bengals says. The Rams looked better in their loss.
The Rams are also riddled with injuries.
They also lost their wide receiver number 2.
And their starting guard.
They're missing multiple
and they still pushed the game to overtime.
Their CB1 is down. And I don't even know the timetable on these players.
But your argument for the Rams or the Bengals, that's more of a 13. That's more of a 14, 15 argument.
So who should be at 12? Because again, we're about to put a team. Again, I'm going based off what you said. Because if you want to say, Ev, that losing completely invalidates your spot on the list, then sure. invalidates where
It
you were on
don't.
the list last week,
It
then
it
sure,
don't.
let's do that.
It depends on the situation. Like the fucking Bengals lost to the fucking Patriots.
Yeah, but that's why I'm talking about the Rams. The Rams lost to the Lions, who were number 5 last week, and I think are
Yeah.
number 5 this week.
But
And
when
they
you
lost
look
a
at when
close
you think
game on the
Or
road at that.
7.
A close
yeah,
game
but
on the road at that.
when you
This is
think of the
worth
Rams,
mentioning.
you
On the
don't
road.
say you don't think of the Rams and say, oh, they're for sure, or I know for sure they're going to win more games, or right now they're for
But
sure a better
the
team.
thing is I'm not. If we were looking at for sure, if this was a projections list, half of these teams, a lot of this should be different.
So
If we
what are
were
you
looking at,
what
if we
are
were
you
looking
arguing?
at schedule, I'm talking about the
Bro,
Rams.
this is why.
Who is it?
Why you didn't bring up the Rams at 11 then? I'm confused.
Because I was
I should
arguing
believe in the
another
Bears.
team that also
Yeah.
won.
So for
What
me, I would
other
have.
team was that?
But here's the thing, the only reason why I'm bringing up the Rams now is because y'all made the point that last week's list matters.
Right. Yeah.
I'm trying to follow your logic. Don't
That
try to
always
use my
matters, though.
logic. I'm trying to follow your logic.
And they lost.
Last week's list
They
matters.
lost.
So does
But they
hold
lost
up, wait,
though.
hold
Like
up,
that's
hold up,
Can I
hold up,
make
test.
it? Okay,
Hold up,
go ahead.
test, hold up, test, hold up. So does answer this quick is yes or no, Ev. Does last week's list only matter when you win?
Bro, this
Matters
is
both
why
ways.
this is why I never liked the last week list matter shit. Everybody
Right.
didn't agree
Okay,
with
but
this
we're
vote.
here. We
I was saying this when we did it. The Rams are not better than the Steelers. I was saying this.
He said that last week.
We've obviously gotten to this point. I think we've got to accept that last week missed list mattering. To me personally, I would have the Bucs and Steelers over the Rams at 12 and 13. I think the Rams can
Me
stay
too.
at 14 because they did lose a very close game to a top 5 team on the road.
That's how it should go.
That's how I would look at it.
But the Rams lost to a better team than all of the other teams played.
I agree with that.
But that's the
why I
thing.
think
I
that
don't
they
think
should
the
stay
Rams
at
are. I
14.
don't think the Rams are better than the Bucs and the Steelers. I don't think
That's
that.
my point. Yeah, that's the next
That's
point.
the other
I
thing.
think
don't
you
that
can
they're
say
better than
they're
the Bucs or
close.
Steelers.
I don't think it's definitive either other way.
Mm,
I
yeah,
think you can say it's close.
You can
But
say
what
it's
is
close.
not close is the fact that the Rams went to overtime with a team that's better than all these other fucking teams that were played.
So yeah,
That's what
I
you
agree
can't
with that.
deny.
I agree with that. They did close game on the road.
Despite all
lost.
the
I
injuries
think
that they had in the middle of the game, their
Yes,
starting one of their starting O linemen, their wide receiver number 2, apparently a corner of theirs.
Yeah,
They
all right.
still.
I think that all of those things are very fair, but taking everything into account, rewarding those teams that won, specifically one team that won in a dominant fashion, one team that won on the road as well.
Won in a dominant fashion versus the fucking
Yeah,
Commanders.
I know it's a bad team, Ari, but we got to reward wins and handling business accordingly. You know, like
Okay.
if we're all
everybody
saying
said, I'm gonna be for real. The Saints should win because they had a more fucking convinced. The Saints should be 12. They were more convincing than the rest of these bitches.
I said the Saints could be in consideration for 10, so that's not against me. You said they shouldn't be. So
yeah, because they shouldn't be with my logic. It makes no fucking sense.
Bro, no funny. The Rams shouldn't have been ranked last week.
And again, I had an issue with the Rams being ranked because I didn't believe in the Rams, but I am giving them credit for losing a close game on the road to a top 5 team. So I'm fine with keeping them at 14. I just don't know if I'm rewarding them for moving up over a team in the Falcons or the Steelers that went on the road and won a game, even though the offense looked shitty, won a game against a team that I think is going to be in the playoff contention, and then also a team in the Buccaneers that dominated a team that was terrible and they handled business accordingly.
But they weren't on the list though.
Yeah, I know they weren't on the list, but we're talking they were in contention for 15, and then we took them off of it. We're talking about putting them in. We're talking about putting them at 12 and
okay.
But I'm saying, Ari, we're talking about putting them at 12 and 13. Not
y'all can put them wherever y'all want. I'm done with the conversation.
Okay. Yeah. We could just vote for it,
bro. Every situation is different, bro. Like all this right here,
how's it go?
All this is different.
Yeah, I agree. Every situation is definitely different.
Like the Rams lost that close game to the Lions. The Bengals lost that close game to the Patriots. Like shit like that matter, bro. The Steelers, yeah, they were ass, but they won their close game as the underdog on the road. The Bears won their close game against the Titans. Like I don't know, this shit weird.
Well, custom schedules at that point, not conference. Again, but all our arguments are definitely fair, and it makes sense. To bridge the gap, we're sort of kind of thinking the same, because I agree with our point that she said. If you're at 15, it's not like you are head and shoulders over 16, 17, 18. Because if we would have did 16, 17, this list goes to 20. 16 and 17 on preseason power rankings would have been the Bucks and the Steelers, like without a doubt. Those two teams would have been right there. So therefore, if you win, you should be able to move above. Obviously, competition matters. 14, 15. Bengals were they were 10. They're about to drop all the way to 14 or 15, or probably off the list because they took a disappointing loss to the Patriots. That's why the losses matter. The Bengals are in contention to probably drop off the list. Meanwhile, the Rams are not, because to Ari's point, they just went to overtime against a good Lions team who we ranked top 5. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only difference, Ari. The Rams can still be ranked. Meanwhile, the Bengals probably cannot or probably won't, but they probably could. But they actually have the possibility of not getting ranked at all. Okay, you turned that cool. I'll about to let you know. So then the Bears should be ranked ahead of the Packers. Pack boy, yeah, we was arguing the Packers at 10, but the Packers made a safe. It was a fair point to just put the Packers right there. You know what I'm saying? All in all, we have a good conversation.
I'm sorry.
But they didn't play better. They didn't play better than the Packers, though.
No, they didn't, Tez, and I agree with that. That's what I was just about to say, though. Like, I don't think, regardless of the Rams losing, I don't think either team that we're talking about played better than the Rams played. I mean, you could say the Bucks, but I'm sorry, I refuse. I'm with Shaggy. I'm not jazzing anybody that plays the fucking Commanders. Everybody should beat the Commanders, with the exception of like the Panthers and the Giants, possibly. Like, I can't do the Commanders thing. But when you look at the Steelers, I personally think the Steelers played a good game. As you know, I was just trying to argue them over the Bears. But if we're using the logic of last week's list matters, they lost. Okay, I get it. You know, you put the Bears there because they won and all that stuff, and it would be different if the Rams won and all that. I get that. But we chose the Packers over the Bears because we just know at the end of the day, the Packers still played a good game. Jordan Love got hurt at the end of the game, and we just gonna wait to see. We're gonna wait for them to lose. If they lose, then we drop them down. Okay, the Rams lost, but again, all those, with the exception of the loss, all those other points still matter. They played a good game. They played a better team, despite the injuries that they had all throughout the game. They played a better team. They went into overtime and they lost because, you know, shit happens and it's overtime, you know? But like, there was times where people legitimately thought the Rams were going to win that game.
Yeah, she definitely right, and she definitely right. Because if the Rams would have won, how far y'all think we would have moved them up?
Exactly, like, and this is against the
But
Lions.
they played a top
on the
5
road
team though. So they would have definitely, I'm saying they would have definitely moved up.
Just because you
my thing is
like,
all right,
just
listen,
because
I'm with you.
beat. Oh, okay, my bad.
No, I'm with you. I'm saying they would have definitely moved up. I'm with you. I'm not disagreeing with none that you just said. If they would have came out that game in that overtime and won that game, regardless of how they and the way they even played that, because they didn't play a bad game. They just lost in overtime. But if they would have pulled that win out, then yes, you have to give credit to that. But at the same time, this is on the other side, they didn't win. So it's like,
but what is the difference between them and the Packers? The Packers also did not win. They lost. They also lost to a good team. They also had injuries.
Do you think? Okay, so then let me ask you this: do you think the Packers play better than the Rams, or you think the Rams play better than the Packers?
I would say the Packers play better than the Rams, but I'm trying to go with the logic, Tez. I'm trying to go with the logic.
But then you just I just asked you that question, or you just answered your own question.
But my thing is it's the logic. I'm not arguing the Packers and the Rams literally, Tez. I'm arguing them based off the logic that we use.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Maybe we're putting too much stock in the preseason rankings. Maybe it's just that.
That might be it.
Oh, that motherfucker do say preseason.
Their preseason rankings. Maybe we're putting too much stock in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. I ain't gonna lie. That dude changed the ball game. I ain't gonna lie. She might be right, bro. She might be right. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't see preseason. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't see that, bro. She might be right for sure. For sure.
What happened if the Bears just stayed at 15?
I ain't gonna lie. Then if that's the case, then if we gonna go off her point, and them Bears got to drop.
They got to drop.
Facts.
If the Bears aren't at 15, I don't even know if I'm arguing this point. I'm gonna be so real because it makes sense. At that point, it makes sense. Okay, got it. That's it. It adds up. It ain't adding up.
So where would you put the Bengals at, Ari?
The Bengals, for me, they would have to be below the
Said
Rams just because I'm looking.
no higher than 15.
Yeah.
Where would you put the Bengals and Jets then?
I would put the Bengals probably at scroll
No
back
higher
up
than
because I gotta look at how
15,
many
bro.
spots we have. If you
No
talking
higher
about if
than
I remove the
15.
Bears, Ev?
Say it again.
Are you talking about if I remove the Bears?
No, I'm just trying to understand because you had no issue with 1 through 10. So how would your 11 through 15 look like? That's what I'm just trying to understand.
As my 11 through 15? Okay, my 11 through 15, I can't really give you them in order because I'd have to think a bit more about where I would place them. But like these would be my remaining 5. I would have the Rams. I would have the Steelers. I would have the Bucks somewhere in there. So I would have the Steelers and the Bucks somewhere in there. And then I would also have the Bengals and I would have the Jets. Maybe not the Jets, but
so
the Bengals.
The Bears come off.
That's why I'm saying maybe not the Jets. Like I couldn't. The Bears did still win at the end of the day, so I might keep them at just 15. Like I would honestly, I could do Bears 14, Bengals 15, and then have 11 through 13 be like a combination of the Rams, Steelers, and Bucks. They were Amadou, but so were the Rams. That's the point.
The Rams, have you even noticed, I'm not responding to that message, gang. You a grown man typing it over and over and over. They're obviously going to get ranked, bro. And I hate that I even responded at that time. But like, you don't got to keep typing that, gang.
I just for the sake that they did win, I have Bengals 15 and Bears 14. I put the Bears over the Bengals though.
Yeah.
Just for the
because
sake that they
won.
did win the game, and it was a comeback win.
Yeah.
I do that, but I ain't gonna lie. If that's what we doing, 11 for them is crazy.
Insane.
But I put them 14 over the Bengals though, because the Bengals lost to a bad team, and the Bears came back and won.
Mm-hmm.
So your argument is the Rams should still be ahead of the Bears because of what again? I'm trying to understand.
You want me to be for real, Ev?
Yeah, just real quick. I'm dead trying to. I'm not trying to be funny.
For real, they're a better team.
Okay.
They're a better team that lost to a better team that barely lost. Let's be for real.
And they played better.
And they played better.
Puka injury don't matter.
It does, but it's still like,
yeah,
it's weird. The injuries thing, like, it's weird. Like I was saying about the Niners or like about the Jordan Love point. For me, how I look at injuries coming into the game, like what you did not have on the field, like at all. So like that's why, like, if the Niners would have lost, not having CMC at all would have been something I brought up, right? But we didn't bring up injuries when it came to the Niners because we were just like, oh, they won and yada yada yada. Granted, this isn't a loss, but it's the same thing that I said with Jordan Love and the Packers. Like they still had it despite the injuries, and granted Jordan Love came at the end, so it's a bit different than the Rams, but despite the injuries that they had throughout the game, they still pushed that bitch into overtime, like at the end of the day, against a better opponent than the rest of these teams played on the road.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I'm surprised it's going this long. I don't mind. All right, so injuries matter for every team.
Bro, we gotta say fuck last week's list, bro.
We have to.
It's a preseason list, bro. Just some shit what we thought, bro. Like, you mean, like what we projecting, like.
You can start the last week's list matter shit for like week 2. Because like we've actually seen football play, like legit football play. Half these fucking teams didn't even play their starters in
And
the
it's all.
preseason.
I was just about to say that on God, this was all ones, bro. It ain't no twos and threes like this week, unless you got an injury. Unless
Yeah,
you got an injury. But for the most part, this all ones right here. Preseason ones play 2 drives, game come out, and now you know what I'm saying. Like Shaggy said, it's basically what you thought was gonna happen, but the thought you didn't. You know what I'm saying? Some shit you thought wrong. But at the same time, like you said, it's all week 1, bro. Like this shit gonna change anyway, bro.
just like last year's, it's gonna change dramatically.
All right. Yeah. After this week, shit change. So whatever. Rams. Who y'all was thinking at 12? I'm not putting. Why would the?
Hold
I'm
up,
not.
what? Rams at 11. Hold up, what?
That's what they're trying to argue, bro. I don't. Well, Ari's
I'm
trying.
No, I said it.
Nah.
No.
Honestly,
Quote me
I ain't
correctly,
say that.
I
nigga.
told you I'm
Yeah,
cool with the Bears and the Buccaneers being over them. Fuck
Quote
that.
me correctly.
yeah.
I
I ain't say
said
that,
the
man.
Steelers. I
I'm
said the
cool with Bears,
Steelers
Steelers, and the
and the
Buccaneers being over the
Bucks
Rams.
could be the Steelers. I said the Steelers, Bucks, and Rams could be a combination between 11 and 13. I didn't specifically say Rams at 11. I said Bears not at 11.
I don't think that the Rams should be over the Bengals either, even though the Bengals lost to the Patriots. I mean,
That's a fair argument. Because I mean, all right. To your point, you would think the Bengals are a better team than the Rams.
Yeah, but I know what I saw. Is performance not a part of this? Do how you perform not taking is not
yeah,
taken into account?
the Bengals offense was stinky. You know, that's coming from a lot of, you can say, Jamar Chase not being there in training camp. You know, T. Higgins not playing.
And it was
You
2
know,
fumbles, man. Two fucking fumbles that took the touchdowns away.
yeah,
Like
they took 2 touchdowns away from fumbles. Like Gesicki had a touchdown, he didn't. He had a clear fucking touchdown. His bum ass didn't catch it. Like
and then the very
points he
next play,
scored.
the nigga fumbled right at the line. Like that's another touchdown.
I
The
wish I had the
defense,
play-by-play for the Rams
the
line.
Bengals defense played well. Yeah, they gave them 100 plus on the ground, but they still played well. Like I mean, got a lot of shit going on. So like you said, the Rams are not a better team than the Bengals. But they're not a better team.
No, but they played better.
Roster is still how much though? Roster still how much?
Roster is 40%.
The Jags wasn't ranked good. The Jags wasn't
Performance is
ranked.
40%. And both teams had injuries, as we just highlighted. They both lost. And the Rams lost to a, people would say, a better opponent. Both were on the road, so you can't really say that. But, like, you can't really make that point. And I think, bro, the Rams were the underdog going into that game, and I think the Bengals were the favorite.
The Lions are way higher than 6. Rams higher 2. Nah, I'm not, bro. We have Bears at 11. We're gonna circle back to that. Bears at 11. We're looking at Bucks are sort of at 12 or 13. I really don't care which team is at 12 or 13.
I'm still going Steelers right here, and then Bucks.
I think I said the same thing. Finish this up. Steelers. 14. I'm looking at the Rams right here. Personally, I think that's the best team that lost. And I don't think the Seahawks should be over the Rams personally, even though they got to win. Let me just fact check some things real quick. So the only team that won that's not ranked right now is the Seahawks, Patriots, and Vikings, and Chargers.
Does actually lie. The Saints.
And Saints. Sorry, what you said? Excuse me. I'll still lean Steelers, Bucks, Rams. This last spot right here. Actually, let me circle back. This last, are we all putting? I think 3 teams lost that could probably get ranked at 14, 15, or at least one of the spots. It's the Steelers. It's the Bengals, Jets, and Rams. Which one of those teams should be ranked? I think that's where we should start at. Bengals, Jets, Rams.
Bengals, Jets, Rams. The Jets ain't really look too crazy. The Bengals ain't really look too crazy. The Rams, I ain't gonna lie, the Rams play better than the Bengals, bro.
Bengals 14, Jets 15.
The Rams play better than the Bengals, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I go, but like you said though, it's
I think the Rams are safe bet right here. I think the Rams are safe.
No, you can take Rams off the list.
I think the Rams are safe.
Take them off.
Then it come down to 15. I think 15 is Bengals or Jets.
I'm going Bengals. I ain't gonna lie. The Jets ain't look nothing.
All I'm gonna do is say this: if you're not going Bengals right here, and they somehow beat the Chiefs, you better tax the fuck out of the Chiefs for losing to an unranked team.
No, because the Bengals will be 16. I don't like that y'all be dragging a 15 spot, bro.
Stop going to them other numbers. We never did that. Don't go past 15.
Dragging. You act like the 15.
We never did that.
But you're dragging. You're dragging. Like, why would the
never
Chiefs
did
drop?
that.
Like, what would the Chiefs realistically drop to? Like, if they lose? Like, come on now.
Okay, now what would the Commanders realistically be on the top 32 list? And we jazzing the Buccaneers for beating.
The Bucks are 13. How is that jazzed?
They went from unranked to top 15. You do not think they're better than the Jets?
13.
Yes, you do not think they're better than the Jets.
I don't want to circle back to that, bro, because you
don't think they're better than the Jets.
You're jazzing up the Steelers. You're jazzing up the Steelers. Then. Why are you jazzing up the Steelers? Why are you jazzing up the Steelers?
You said what?
Why are you jazzing up the Steelers then?
Jazz.
Yeah, Jazz.
I was telling y'all last week, out of all those teams that y'all had, it was going for 15. That the Steelers was the best team.
And they were saying that last week. Some people were saying about the Bucs last week too.
Yeah, and I think that's Jazz. I don't think they're better than the Steelers. No, I don't think they're better than the Steelers at all.
This last spot gonna come down to the Bengals or the Jets. I'm gonna throw a poll up for this one, bro. See here.
Y'all heard it here first. When the Chiefs, if the Chiefs lose, all he's gonna say, oh, the Bengals would have been 16 anyway. Like that ever fucking mattered.
Yes. No, my question to you was realistically where they going to drop to? Were they going to drop to 8? No. So what's the point? Were they going to drop to 7?
Yeah.
Like,
losing to an unranked team is not losing to an unranked team is not good.
So where are they going to drop to you?
It depends on who else win and lose.
Exactly. So
if everybody behind the win, they drop behind every team.
Like, whatever. That's for you, bro. Good thing this is a committee thing, not just for
the committee fucking sucks.
Well, I disagree with that, brother. We about to switch to playback anyway, B. Vote on that poll for me real quick, y'all. We about to switch to playback in a second. Vote on that poll for me real quick.
Bro, they both lost, but the Jets did not play better than the Bengals, bro. Let's be for real.
Exactly, OG. Now they're ignoring the rosters. Now the Buccaneers have a better roster than the Jets. Now the Jets not top 15, but the Buccaneers are because they beat the Commanders. Comedy.
Get that poll like 15 to 20 more seconds. If a team has a better roster but doesn't play better as a unit than the less talented roster, does that not still go to the more talented roster? If a team has a better roster but doesn't play better as a unit. OG, Shaggy don't even think. We're not even going to bring up Shaggy. Me. When it comes to rosters between the two teams, obviously I think the Jets had a better defense, but I think overall, I like the Bucs pass catchers, pass catching options more than the Jets, and I like the running back room because I think both running backs will be utilized in their offense. I think the Jets offense is going to be Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson. Meanwhile, when we look at the Bucs, it's going to be Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, the rookie wide receiver, Rashad White, and Bucky Irvin. So I'm just not penciling Jets having a for sure better roster than the freaking Buccaneers. I'm not doing that. Maybe I need to hear a different thought from a more football head or whatever the case may be. Chris Godwin. Why are you laughing at Chris Godwin? That's a proven good wide receiver in the NFL. How is that funny? Now name a wide receiver on the Jets outside of Garrett Wilson that's better than Chris Godwin slot. And just name one. You can't. I don't understand how that's funny. You can damn near say the Bucks rookie wide receiver is better than the freaking Jets number 2. You can damn near say that.
No, we're not. If Mike Williams play a full healthy season, we're never going to say that. Don't ever be disrespectful like that.
I wasn't even talking about Mike Williams. He slipped my mind.
But he's going to be the number 2 receiver this year.
Okay.
If he plays a full healthy season, you're going to look at that offense differently.
We're going to see if he's fully healthy. I'm speaking to right now what they put on the field last night.
He's fully healthy right now. They just protecting him.
Okay. As they should. Just like you think as well, brother. Shout out to the Bengals. Pencil at 15. Why would either of these teams be 15? I wasn't a fan of it, bro. I think both of them should have been off. I think Bengals should have been off for sure. Bro, I'm at a point where I'm getting hungry, bro. So I'm not really getting into conversation. But when you look at teams that won West, outside of that, I can't like you only can think of the Seahawks, Chargers, or Vikings, and I don't think any of those teams cemented themselves to be 15.
Yeah. Okay. So XO, you taking the Ravens off, XO?
Or Saints. Y'all bad. Y'all really finna put an 0-1 team in the top 15?
Well, it's three 0-1 teams on the list.
Yeah, it's 3 0-1 teams up there. The Ravens up there, the Packers up there, and the Rams. And if you want to say the Bengals, then the Bengals.
And the Bengals. That's 4.
Yeah, those teams don't deserve to be ranked at 15. That's why I'm not putting them at 15. Like, those type of teams. Okay, kudos, good win, good shit. Let me see how you do week 2. Let me see how you do week 2 now. If they continue to roll, then they will get ranked. They will get ranked up there for sure. Like Saints, this is to the Saints, Vikings, Seahawks, and what the other team? Saints, Vikings, Seahawks, Saints, Chargers. And if you want to say Patriots, you want to say Patriots. But obviously, none of us think the Patriots really have a real shot. So Saints, Vikings, Seahawks. If they continue, they most likely will make the list next week for sure. Long as if the Bengals lose again, or say the Rams lose again, or maybe even the Packers, or whatever the case may be. Obviously, different things can happen. And next week, the Saints have the Cowboys. That win over the Cowboys will mean a lot. So I think we just got to wait one more week. Rams and Ravens should clearly be there. West, yeah, we make an argument for the Packers. I didn't agree with the Packers at 10 West, but we thought it was a safe pick at the moment. I'm about to move the playback, bro. I'm about to save this real quick. This is not the final thing. I'm going to save it real quick, but I'm going to move. I'm going to move real quick. For anybody that's in here that's not familiar with playback, also for 41 of y'all, if you in here and you're not subscribed to Fact and Stats on YouTube, make sure you hit that for Fact and Stats subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Picked up a couple of subscribers today. But the show really quickly is about to shift to playback. The playback name is on the bottom of the screen. It's Fact and Stats. playback.tv/Fact and Stats. Literally gonna be live within the next 10 seconds. Fact and Stats. Playback.tv/Fact and Stats. Quarterback. I really want to do that quarterback school today. That quarterback school can be good for tomorrow, low key. Could be good for tomorrow, low key. So yeah. That room is now live, y'all. It is now live. I'm going to go ahead and end this on YouTube. Thank everybody that came through to the YouTube today. You can expect more YouTube live streams to be a thing over the next coming weeks, as I've been starting to do over the past couple of weeks. Again, thank y'all for our support. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure you subscribe. And again, playback.tv/Fact and Stats. You can be right there. We're going to continue talking about this. Playback.tv/Fact and Stats. If not, I'll just do everything that I got to do. Again, playback.tv/Fact and